Alrighty guys, good evening, welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Leafy's here, base Dimitri. Yes, our internet is Pepega from the storm, so I'm using data. Ooh, okay. We'll make sure we get as much as we can early. And Kaizen's here, just reminded me I need to choose a team for this round. Mine just carried over from the last one since I was gatekeeper for the feathers. But welcome in everyone. How's everyone doing today? We are expecting silhouettes in about 53 minutes. Oh, alert! Oh, no worries. Yeah, if you save data. I mean, I think if you're, are you on desktop or mobile? Because you can go audio only on mobile to save some data there. All right, so we have silhouettes coming. We got Hero's Journey, Rival Domains, Voting Gauntlet. What's it looking like right now, though? Oh, we're stronger now, which means we are going to be weaker in the final hour. This is perfect. Perfect. Let me do some... Let's see. Wait, what team were you again, Kaizen, last round? That's fine. I just need tickets and stuff. Hey Weeb, welcome in. Actually, let's do Rio's Journey on the alts. There's no summoning today, right? Tomorrow we have some weekly revival banners, and that's it, yeah. For summons, at least. Okay, let me just click here. I was bad at this round. Just chose Marianne 30 seconds ago because I actually have her. That's fair. We lost. Oh, great. We're having these on the iPad here. Decided to pull decided to 5 pull on the Legend banner, and you got Triandra. Hey, that's something at least. Mythic Hero. I make sure to do Heroes Journey. Who did I do last time? We did. The iPad did nothing last time. Who did I do on the main? Might as well get these orbs, right? Yeah, guys, it is cab week for rival domains. So if you want to get those units in, use the Fey Brigade Redemption. Stop caring about voting out in general. It's a broken game mode where you win by losing, so why give a crap who wins or how well I score? It just creates stress I don't need. I just go for whoever Team Feathers is, get some feathers out of it. Just cause. I honestly don't care who wins. Do a 5 pull stupid out. No, I figured out what you meant. Yeah, but no, Triandra's something at least, you know. Get a mythic out of it. Triandra's a dark mythic, right? Alright. Weeb, are you in Team Selef for voting Gauntlet? Because if you are, I'm on the opposing team, but I honestly don't care if we win or lose. Auto carrot is indeed dumb sometimes. Case in point. Team Self, I'm killing this gatekeeper. You are right now, but apparently we'll have the multiplier in the final round. At least it looks like we will. It looks like we will. Which means, what is the finals going to be then? We should have a good idea of what the finals are going to be right now. Like, who's winning on the other side? Dun, 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 dun. Voting Gauntlet. Current details. So it's Crom versus Marianne right now. Who's got... Wait, Kaizen? Are they in same hell? Who's the bigger team? I would imagine Marianne is the bigger team. Which means... they should pull ahead this hour. Which gives Crom the multiplier. Wait a second. Oh yeah, we're stronger. So Self has the multiplier now. Got it. Oh, okay, wait. No, this is from last hour. This is. Hold on. Wait. So based on the last hour. No, that's right. Yeah, because if there's those mean they're in the same hell now. Which means Marianne would pull ahead and give Crom the multiplier. Crom probably is a bigger team. Everyone seems to have chosen Crom. I mean, I can check Reddit and see what the current situation is. John Wynn, welcome in. Pomoya as well. How are both of you today? Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Also, yes, they're in same health. Okay. Well, Marianne does have a lead right now. I'm curious now to check Reddit and see how things are going. Also, I was happy getting Triandra. I've been wanting her. I just didn't want to waste like 300 orbs just for one. Oh, you didn't have Triandra at all? That's really good then. Because again, I always like to have all the the mythic units just so, because you know they're usually a bonus for AR season at some point, right? But yeah, Jonwin, Pamoya, how are you both doing today? We're going to do rival domains in a bit here, so if you have a cab unit, that's the bonus for this week. Let me know. You can use Fae Brigade. If you don't have a cab, that's okay too, because honestly, we don't need to have everyone on the team be cab. We just need enough for bonus kills, and honestly, for cab week, super easy, we'll be fine. So if you want in, let me know your leads. I've only ever gotten one Triandra, the minus speed one. I got 9 Freyas trying to get. I remember that. I think I have a couple of Triandras. Plus speed minus defense. Okay. That's probably good for her. Actually, it sounds really good for her. Because, I mean, ideally, she shouldn't be on the front line anyway.
I cannot fall.
We know it's 10 Freyas because she's plus 9. Gotcha. Finally got to see Cats, the movie. Oh, I'm not in a rush to see that. I saw the stage musical, like, on Broadway when I was 12. With an old coworker friend. It was actually really wonderful and I loved it. Okay. I'll keep that in mind when I eventually do see it. I'm not in a rush right now, though. I did find out recently, though. So, okay, so Cats, I still want to see the stage musical. I mean, I was 12 at the time, so I don't remember a ton. But I do remember enjoying it. I remember... Yeah, actually, I remember very little. Yeah, I remember very little. But I do intend to see the movie at some point. So Cats was moved up. The release date for Cats was moved up. I feel like that's why like things maybe didn't go as well as it probably could have, because they didn't have the time to do so. It got moved up to fill the gap because Wicked, which originally had that release date, was pushed back. So I have high hopes for Wicked. One, because it's like one of my favorite musicals of all time. I've seen it on stage like 3 or 4 times now. And then they announced casting a while back. I can't remember who's playing Alphaba, because I remember she was in stuff that I hadn't seen. And then I know they got Ariana Grande playing Galinda, which I don't listen to a lot of Ariana Grande music, but as a theater, like as a Broadway kind of fan, I respect her. She's got good taste. She actually started out in Broadway. She was in 13, which is actually a pretty good musical if you guys haven't seen it. Yeah, she started out on Broadway, and she's a huge Wicked fan. So I think they're gonna do well. And I found this out just a couple weeks ago that apparently they're trying to make it a 2-parter now, because you can't contain everything that is important for the story of Wicked in a single movie. They're trying to make it a 2-parter, which has me like super hyped now. Cast is proof that everyone in Hollywood is on like all the drugs. Have you seen the Broadway musical? How does something like that even get created, let alone approved? I think they tried to make it too much like Cats on stage makes sense because you can kind of like suspend disbelief with it being a stage production. But with the Hollywood movie, it's like, okay, where do we draw the line between making humanoid cats and stuff like this? Aside from the CGI, I think that's just how Cats always is. Yeah, it's like, where do we draw the line with something like this? Really hope they make Hearts Refine good. Then everyone on Broadway is also on all of the drugs as well. No, that's just Broadway being Broadway. It's really fun. All right, where was I? So we're just getting these flags here. But yeah, I am super looking forward to Wicked.
Yes.
I just hope Ariana enunciates more than she normally does in her singing. If Har gets a good refine, I'll be building him. I mean, as long as it's decent. Wouldn't you want to build a Har? Ever see Little Shop of Horrors? I have not. Although the high school that I student taught at, that was their musical the year before I student taught there. So I've heard a lot about it. What was the musical when I was there? Fiddler on the Roof. Yeah, Fiddler on the Roof. Which I'd seen a couple times before that. So they made me play in the pit. It's both incredibly visually strange, and that's probably the kindest way to phrase it, as well as the plot and cult propaganda being incredibly concerning. Oh, wait, have you seen the movie? I haven't seen the movie yet. You guys know what I need to see, though? Because I've been hyping up this one to my students like for the last like 3 years now. And I'm pretty sure some of them have seen it, and I've yet to see it. Because like it's not on, at least last I checked, it's not on streaming services yet. So I've been waiting to see it. So if not, we'll just go ahead and rent it, and we'll do it for movie night. But at some point, we need to see. Please make Little Shop of Horrors the movie night one night. True ending. Okay. Yeah, we can take a look. If I can find it streaming, that'd be great. If not, we can do it just a rental. But yeah, speaking of a rental of a movie, a musical that I want to see, we gotta find a week that we can do Dear Evan Hansen, because I've been hyping it up to my students like prior to release, and I have yet to see it. So, not the theatrical ending. Okay. Seen parts of the movie I had to leave multiple times. The movie on loop could probably be used to torture POWs. There we go. Got the flags.
Let's go rescue my brother.
Alright, guys. Remember, if you want in on rival domains, let me know. Cab bonus this week. We'll take anyone though. Best song in Three Houses, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Also, we do have more FE merch coming in this month at some point, because we should be getting those tea sets this month. They lead us off. Okay, if you haven't done so, do the Fae Brigade Redemption, guys, just so I don't forget. But as long as you have, then you're good, because I will put those in after we get these flags. Again, we are expecting a silhouettes in like 40 minutes for the special heroes. Anyone have a guess as to what it would be? Gonna go waste more money? Kaizen, be smart.
I cannot fall.
Hey Polar, welcome in. Base Young Tiki, okay. Not a cab, but that's okay. Cab week we're usually fine. But it's gonna be Mystery of the Emblem.
You look
Could be.
radiant. As do you.
When was the last special heroes mystery banner? Was it summer of last year? Want a new playmat and actually need more sleeves. Ah, okay. You know what I was looking at today? Sunshades, but like fun ones, not just like a general sunshade. So like, because like every time I scroll on Instagram, I see like ads that are like targeted toward me. So and two different sunshades come up. One is a Star Wars one where it's like, you know, all the people that are in the Millennium Falcon as if the car is like the Millennium Falcon cockpit, and then you're seeing like everyone looking out the window. The other one is a Sailor Moon sunshade.
I agree.
What theme is it? I mean, in the past it's been like the Performing Arts banner, the Hoshiden Festival, that kind of stuff. But I don't remember what it was last year. Doing great. I bet it's going to be Tellius or TMS. I would be fine with TMS. Don't know about special heroes, but I'm pretty sure next new heroes is Fate's Kids. Next new heroes, okay. But yeah, today we're getting the silhouettes for the special banner. Yeah, what was last year's around this time? Does anyone remember? Perish. No, we already had a Tellius banner a while ago. I mean, that hasn't stopped them from doing one like shortly after. If I were to guess for seasonals, probably Alib. That's Binding and Blazing for those who don't know.
Yes.
Last year's the Yggdrasil Festival. Yggdrasil Festival? Oh, is that the one with like the weird like costumes that I was like, oh, I don't even understand the theme. But like, I think it was Nana the TT unit. Was this when we got Seliph and Leaf Harmonic? Was that the one, or is that the different one? I'm confident the new Heroes banner is Radiant Dawn. It has to be. Didn't you say that last time? Or maybe you said that about the
Let's go rescue my brother.
legendary. Nah, RD has basically just become a seasonal thing. Remember when all the Halloween banners were Tellius, and then we was just gonna keep saying it, hoping eventually they're right. I mean, they've got to be right once in a while. Remember, guys, a broken clock is right twice a day. That's a good thing to remember. Even a broken clock is still right twice a day. I did, but seriously, it's been so long since the last new Heroes RD was Fallen Ike. And that was just one unit. Halloween being Tellia still happens. They've turned Halloween into Dragon Harvest Festival. It's even called that in game now. It's called the Dragon Harvest Festival. And they're gonna run out of dragons at some point. Alright, let's start setting up for... Actually, let me just check real quick in Hero's Journey who our pair last week was. We did Sigurd and Deirdre. So this week... Alright. Remember, guys, exclamation Faye if you need the friend code. Oops. Let's do this. So, Cav Week. Hey, Dark Eye, welcome in. Chaos Season. Okay, hold on a bit. We got quite a bit to do. We're going to fill out the brigade here for rival domains. If you have a rival domain lead, it's Cav Week, by the way. Let me know. But how are you doing, Dark Eye? Since Halloween is next month and we already had a Tellius banner a few months ago, I doubt highly that RD is new heroes. So there's probably going to be that blue-haired dragon. Forgot his name. Blue-haired dragon? Cavalry, 1 sec. Let me set him. Okay, cool. And if you don't, again, if you guys don't have me, you can add me on both my, or you can add me on my iPad. I mean, you can add me on my main, but I don't have space. So you can type an exclamation Faye to get the friend code. It's the 3rd number. And again, we are expecting silhouettes tonight, so that'll interrupt us in about 33 minutes. There we go. Alright. You know what, guys? I probably should create a Chaos Season team. Otherwise, it's not really helpful to people that come in and redeem an RD, or not RD, AR run. Hey, Sun Eater. I used Solve and the legendary Julia to make Heroes Journey event, and seeing the 2 half brothers doing the interactions is funny. Nice. But how you doing, Sun Eater? Welcome in. Again, we are going to be doing rival domains, and we're setting up for it. We're not going to do it until we have like enough of a team here. But and then we'll do Hero's Journey and voting Gauntlet at the top of the hour, and we are expecting silhouettes tonight. So if you have a prediction in the chat, feel free to let us know. All I remember is that he pretended to be a monk in POR. Good sir. If it's Tellius Ascendant Kennegus time, I mean, could be. The Patrine is ready. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll get you guys in here. Update. Let me go through this list now. So Leafy's got Dimitri. Hey Simblupa, welcome in. How are you today? We're about to do some rival domains, or at least we're setting up for it. We'll wait until we have a full team though. Rolf Ascendant. I mean, before we get base Boyd. Let's see. Dimitri is blue. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. There's Leafy. And Leafy. Alright, so Leafy's in. Mark as complete. Brave Sulliff. There's Weeb. Alright, so Weeb goes there. And then on the iPad should be there. Alright, so Weeb's in. Polar's got Young Tiki. I'm gonna ignore that username. And let's see, Patrine. Dark Eye. Alright, oh, gotta catch up on chat. Rip me, I might have full 100 degrees this week. Yeah, it's a little on the warm side here, but not like unbearably warm. And it's too warm for my taste, but if it's gonna be twice, I don't think they'll aim for Ascended Kennegus. Rolf fans are lucky he's in the game at all. I have an idea. Izuka. Oh, hi ad. I mean, you can hit that sub button and get rid of ads. It says probably Rolf has fans, so Crom not going to win. Oh yeah, I was gonna check Reddit. Hold on, to see which has the bigger team. Well, no, I can check. Yeah, Reddit. Dun, 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 dun. 29 minutes. 29 minutes. Oh, I gotta search. It's not pinned anymore. Voting Gauntlet. Okay, score tracker. Okay. So, Marianne Crom. Marianne does seem to have the slightly bigger team, which means, yeah, Crom is probably going to win. So, Crom versus Gatekeeper. God, I hate this voting outlet. Let's see. Always had a plus 10 roll. I would waste every orb I have for base roll. I currently have 0 orbs. Oh, okay. I hate that Kid Path of Radiance is such a waste of XP. Also, Dark Eye has been here more in the past few days than they were for months prior. That's true. If Marianne lost again, Sleeps might not be happy twice. Oh. This is his favorite character. Rolf is a waste of XP. Oh my gosh. Can you check if that base Tiki is mine? They should be. Yeah. I don't have any other base Tikis here. Yeah, it's just the one. Let's see. Now that would be Revenge, like he lost back in CYL 5. Leave me alone. All right. Anyone else? Let me know, guys. Let me know your leads if you haven't already done so. If you haven't gotten in here, let me see. So let's Hero's Journey. Oh yeah, we gotta do Hero's Journey. Voting Gauntlet, and oh yeah, movie night tonight is gonna be Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame. If you guys weren't here on Wednesday, we unboxed the Fire Emblem Heroes 5th anniversary memorial box, which was gigantic, and we got a soundtrack CD, we got some art prints and a frame, we got a binder and sticker book, and we got a Faye plushie. I got 3 of these sets, and the shipping box was large enough for me to literally, on stream, climb into and sit in on stream. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Okay, that's my Tiki. I know you missed me. Hang on. Oh my god, hold on. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Just do this real quick. Alright guys, if you haven't done so, let me know your leads for rival domains. Alright, sorry. Let's see, I'm pretty hyped about anime movie night. Just pay like $45 for 120 sleeves and a playmat. 45 is not that much. Yeah, guys, we do have to figure out which anime I'm gonna be watching first. I never claimed to make good financial decisions. Actually, that's not much. That is not much. I paid way more than that just for a playmat. Last year it was so funny. What happened last year? Simblupa, would you like to get in for rival domains? Let me know your lead. Pick a Cav. 2 out of 5 alts, all of them lost to Ephraim. Was that last year? When you only have a few hundred a month for everything, 45 is a good amount of money. True, but for a playmat, that's not bad. If people recommend some good ones, yes. Guys, we have an anime channel in our Discord. Recommend which one I should start watching first. Should we do it where, like, we'll put it in the Discord, but then I'll stream my reaction? You guys wouldn't be able to hear it on Twitch, but that way you guys can see my reactions and stuff. Smarth, Erica, Gatekeeper, Marianne, plus Ephraim in the voting ballot. Okay. I don't remember that one being... Okay. Playmat was 28, sleeves were 17. Okay. Does that include shipping? And taxes? What's the sales tax in Hawaii? Not that if you're buying it online, obviously it's not gonna be the full tax there, probably. Sure you can do that? I mean, I didn't know if you guys wanted to see the reaction or not. Also, I'm too lazy to join gacha games. Simblupa, you said you have an account, so you're already joined. You just now have to set a lead, preferably a Cav, so you can join in the fun. Free shipping, but includes tax. Oh, okay, good. That means it's only 45. All right, tell yo what, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Why don't we do Dark Eyes match first, or is AR? While waiting. Again, if you haven't joined for Rival Domains, do so. We're gonna try out Dark Eyes map here. Now, Dark Eye, keep in mind, I don't really have a Chaos team set up, so it's not gonna be a great test. But we'll do what we can, and we'll give you some input. Okay, fine. I admit it. I was interested looking at Mario Kart Tour banner, but I never played since like those characters had interesting alts. We also vote on which anime you should watch first. We could. It's okay. Okay, good. I'll join if Summer Roy gets one. I mean, did you pull in Faye at all for Bridal Roy? Because then you could put them in. Hey, Boshock, welcome in. Or in Kyria. Use it. Do it through the channel point redemption because I'm gonna forget in like 5 minutes here after I do Dark Eyes map. But yeah, we are doing rival domains, so let them let me know who your leads are via the channel point redemption. Friends. All right, where's Dark Eye? Da, 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 dun, dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, 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 da. There's Dark Eye. Also, I received my shout. Congrats! Well done. How's your you were at the festival today, right? How'd that go? Summer Duo Tanuki. Oh, Polar. Yeah, we can do that. Hydrate and posture. Thank you, thank you. I am actually sitting properly. It's an interesting Groom Roy. Like, that's weird. I thought it was going to be a Blazing Blade alt. White text is weird. It seems to change depending on what you buy. Looking it up on Google, it says standard. It says 4% is the standard rate. That's actually pretty good. I mean, here, so most things fall under. It's like a 10. Well, okay, because you have the state tax on top of the local tax, so the amount taxed changes by like city you're in or whatever. And where I am, it's basically a 10% tax. It might be 10.25. I don't buy a lot like in stores anymore, but I think it's like 10%. That's a combined state tax and local tax. However, foods and food and drink are subject to a smaller tax. So I think those end up with like the combined state and local. I think it's something like 6 or 7%, maybe less. Actually, it could be as low as 4. That's just for foods and drink, not including like alcohol and stuff like that at restaurants and stuff like that. But and then there was a tax holiday for like a month, and this is the case in Illinois every year. Like right around school starting, there's a tax holiday on basically school supplies, so you don't pay sales tax on that stuff. Festival is amazing. Surprisingly, many Brazilians. Ooh, nice. Like Groom Hector would show up. For some reason, I can't redeem Summer Duel. Really? That's weird. Can you redeem a ARD test? I'll just remember, hey, Summer Duel. Actually, I think in the ARD test you can specify, you can type text, so just type in, this is for Summer Duel. We'll do that. Alright, let's see here. Well, it doesn't matter what team I go in, because that's the only team I have. Like a shirt versus a pizza versus a tin of cards all have widely varying rates. Yeah, the pizza is going to be different, probably, because it's probably like in here where, let's see, sometimes charging what seems like 20%, ordering a pizza up for like $20 and tax was nearly $4. Really? That's weird. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Ooh, I mean, I don't know the difference, but that's cool. Thank you. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at this map here. This is Dark Eyes. Life and Death Dimitri, huh? Okay. This is scary. Because my thought is to have Hector tank on the right side somewhere. But then wherever Byleth moves, they'll be in range of being danced. And then can definitely reach me. So this is very dangerous. Just do this together at first, but seems to have good success. I mean, it's a good team arrangement. We'll see how things shake out from here. Sounds like other pizza restaurant place would seem similar or accurate. Let's see here. I mean, I have an idea, but don't know how it's gonna go yet.
Very well. On the right foot. We must end this. Yeah.
Right.
Speak.
Domino's gets expensive, man. Yeah, make sure to have Byleth and Azura overlap. There's also a repo trap.
Over here? Are you certain?
What's the repo trap? Hold on. Domino's gets expensive, man. Imagine using Bylad on a defensive team during non-water seasons. I mean, it's chaos season, man. Anything goes. It's chaos. Remember, guys, if you haven't already done so, make sure you join for Rival Mains. Use the channel point redemption. We'll get you guys in here in a bit. Alright, let's see. Again, I'm legit worried about Byleth against Hector. Now, if I can...
We must end this.
Bylad best water legendary. True, I forgot it was chaos. Yeah. Man, I wish Mario Kart 8 had DLC for custom vehicles. Dun, dun. Shouldn't have told him. Gotcha games making Mario Kart 8 look like a joke. Don't know. Chrome Remix is around that corner. And he's already on par with Bylad, if not better.
Very well.
My warmest greetings.
Are you certain? I won't lose.
I'm up next.
I will go.
Well, shouldn't have left you there. Alright. Let me try that without leaving them in, direct danger. Just so I can see things a little bit better there. Alright, let's see. I put you there, put you there. Alright, let's not rush this.
We must end this. A new dawn.
Right.
Are you certain?
There is.
Over here?
One step at a time. I'm up next.
On the right foot. I've got.
Speak. Make.
Actually, I don't want support animations. I want, that's what I want. Got him via the pack. Hold on. I've legit never used him. I refuse to allow him to get a single HM out of spite. Warned you. Oh, the right one, Crom, I haven't gotten yet. Legendary Crom is water. Been doing auto fight thing in AR lately since I've been playing Let's Play. Kaizen as usual. Also, what if COL 2, 3, 4, and 5 had more live action? What do you mean more live action? Oh, like, oh, the commercial? I mean, let's see. Is it lazy or is it just me not caring? I've only joined the team in voting Gauntlet both rounds during the last 2 hours. I need to see a lot of people have taken a step back and pay. Live action COL thing was interesting once, but I wouldn't want them to do it again. Live action Fire Emblem seems weird in general. Alright, let's see here.
Right.
My warmest greetings.
Again, we're not rushing
will go.
things.
Very well. We must end this.
I'm up next.
Yeah. Are you certain?
That's right, Hector. Let's see here. Interesting turn 2. That was turn 4. Or wait, turn 3. This is turn 4. Let's see. Good for them, I guess. Oh yeah, Tanuki Ignatz, Japanese VA, Shogo Yano just announced his. Oh, congrats to them. I mean, it would be more interesting, like the short COL live action. Yeah, like the commercial, you mean? We would see 3 Houses COL live action. Yeah. No, I get you. Because again, I was like, okay, let's not rush this. I was trying to do it on turn 1, but I didn't have the ability to get Guinevere to safety. So I was like, okay, let's not rush this. Let's just set this up. Because Dimitri only has the 3 movement on odd turns. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to wait till turn 1, 3 then. I need to separate Hector. But how?
Speak. Very well.
On the right foot.
We must end this. I won't lose. Very well. Over here?
It's not good because Violet's gonna be in range of. Oh, well, that works too. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. People in costumes posing for a few seconds. The amount of money it would cost to make just doesn't justify making more. It's not so much the costumes and the actors; it's the sets and the remote shooting. It was essentially mediocre official cosplay, and while I like cosplay, it felt very strange. Didn't know that. Let's see here. Can I do it in one turn? Can I set up in one turn? I don't know if I can. Because what I have to do is I have to get Hector here. I have to break this in 2 turns. He has to be here, not here, because again, he'll be in range of a danced Violet, which we want to avoid. Sorry, I guess you can't see me. Again, guys, if you haven't gotten in for Ravelmans, let me know. We're gonna start that after we watch or look at the silhouettes. Hit and run is what beats this team, I think, but it's hard to get pots in this map. I noticed no one on my defense manages to get the pots. You mean no one playing your defense? That's good though. Because yeah, again, with Byleth and Azura being on the left side and being ranged, the safer route is to go on the right, assuming you can have someone that can tank the Crom, which means that it's a little bit further away from the pots, and by the time you draw them to the right, it's gonna be a short time to get the pots left. Stop trying with my AR defense. Oh yeah, for AR defense I just leave it. I can usually overcome the points lost in defense with my offense. So 3 cosplay in the past, one of which was just an improvement of something I did for an anime character probably. Random units hope for the best. Oh no, I the teams I put there are decent. I mean, they should hold off, you know, less experienced units. And I just swap out the defensive bonus, the mythic bonus, if I can. Oh, 3 minutes till this trailer, or not trailer, so it's trailer tomorrow, guys. Trailer tomorrow. Helen was Callan from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5DS. I did Laxus from Fairy Tail, so it was decently easy, and I love his character. The Ike one I did was solely because I dyed my hair blue already, and someone told me I should. Oh, nice.
Are you certain?
I'm actually not certain. That's the
A
problem.
new dawn.
One step at a time.
On the right foot.
Very well. Yeah.
This is how we carelessly lose gold. But remember the reset rule. We have a reset rule now.
I'm up next.
My warmest greetings.
Right.
We must end this.
Alright, so now... trying to figure out how I can best manipulate this situation
Are
here.
you certain?
No, I'm not certain.
won't lose.
Thank you for asking.
One step at a time.
A new dawn.
I'm up next.
Hector's gone. Problem, I am in range of Byleth right now. But with Hector gone... So I can reposition Guinevere up. I should be able to hit the Byleth. The problem is... there's a Crom there, so I have to pull her away. I can't do that if I go here. I can go here, but I would have to then dance the Regan, which means that Regan would be stuck here.
Yeah. Very well.
Take out the Byleth.
On the right foot.
Let's dance,
Over here?
reposition Guinevere to safety. Safety. I'm gonna pull Hector back. Oh wait, hold on. How do I want to do this here? Because again, I do have this Azura to worry about too. Like Hector's not worried about the Crom. Hector's worried about the Azura. Let's see. Congrats. Even if I was gonna give them back if you want. I see. GG's. Dang, that put such a huge dent in my points. 17th to 9th is pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm up next.
I will go.
All right, I am legit worried about Hector right now. Yep, worried. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Chat, we're good. But can we get the pots? That's the issue. We're on turn 5. Can we get the pots? If I move Guinevere to the right, can I take out the Crom and lure Catria to the right? Tree Man, welcome in. Silhouettes out. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Guys, let's look at the silhouettes. Let's look at them. Hold on. Alright, chat. Here we go. Boom. I'm covered. Wow. I can't. That's a giant hand in the middle, chat. I'm gonna move this for a second because we're not really using the iPad side right now. What do you guys think? Let's see here. I'm here to deliver the latest info stealthily, of course. According to my sources, special heroes who fight with the passion of a raging flame. So Blazing Blade will soon appear Is it Blazing Blade or is it what else has fire? Or something fire-like? Raging Flame. Raging Flame. Will soon appear. I'm so curious to see who they are. There's also a login bonus. Chat, what do we think? Ranulf? Let's look here. I see a bird. Actually, I see a lot of birds. There is a tail. So I do think it is Tellius. At least the one on the left. What is this? Like skirt? Is it a skirt? Who is this? Left, I'm guessing Ranulf. That really? Was Wright saying a Lieb? Wait, what do you think? Do you think it's a Lieb? I was just saying based off the description. They said Raging Flame. But now that I look at the tail, there's a tail here, guys. This one should be Tellius. Looks like a grass skirt. Look at these headdresses here. The one on the right, I can't tell. Let's look at the comments. I will read some of the comments on Twitter to you guys. The giant hand. Yeah, like the giant hand. I'm like, what the hell is this? That's a gigantic hand. What if the left is Kennegus? Definitely a cat's tail. Maybe Lion King's son. Do you see that as Skrimir though? Also, my phone reset there. Or my iPad. Let's see. So, Twitter comments. Let's see. Can't help you with this one, unfortunately. Let's see. My sources say this is Senna from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It was cool silhouette from my favorite Fire Emblem character. Ooh. Let's see. No Scion banner. It seems much better. No more horny haunting then. What? Also no... Huh? Yeah, third one is like, why they got massive hands? What's up with the hand? Everyone's commenting on this giant hand. Are we sure it's a hand? It definitely looks like a hand. Whoever it is reaching out, probably perspective. Is it though? That's a giant hand, even with perspective in mind. Let's see. Just someone on Twitter asking for Toma. Girls whose big... Oh, I see. Girl whose big a hand is that? Left is definitely a beast unit. I think it's Mordecai since Silhouette has birds and stuff. Oh, that's true. There are birds there. Could that be Mordecai? He does have a tail. He does have birds around him. It could be. I could see that. I could see that. Big hand superhero with a fiery spirit is confirmed. Right, looks like Rinka. Also, left could be anyone to be honest. I see several birds, but it's not Yune, so it's not Micaiah. Just had an alt anyway. So is this new banner associated with fire or Muspel? Let's see. Someone says we've got what seems to be a Tellius. I want to say because of the tail and most likely Rinka. Ascended Mordecai. So that's too confusing. Master Hand from Smash. Yes. Giant Hand has to be Kennegus. I don't know. Shadow Temple boss from OOT. Let's see. Are we legit gonna get Fate's Fire Tribe lore in? Let's see. I see birds. I think Makai, but seriously have no idea who these are. Arvis alt calling it right now. Skrimir and Rinka. A lot of people are saying Rinka. Let me see. Where's Rinka? Rinka's... Guys, what's Rinka? Is Rinka green? I don't even know if I have her on this account. Why don't you do a search? That's a thing. I forgot about that sometimes. Rinka. I spell her name wrong. So there's Rinka's headdress. I don't know. I don't see it. Okay, maybe I can kind of see like the hair, but like there's definitely parts that don't seem like her hair. That little, the kind of mask that she's wearing on top of her head there. I don't know. We'll have to wait until Japanese sketch over to see. I mean, is it harmonic or duo this month? I don't even know. I never keep track of that. Rinka? I mean, do you see Rinka? I don't know if I see Rinka there. I mean, I don't see enough to dispute it, but I don't see enough to say it's Rinka. Kianse, thank you for the resub. What are the thoughts? We have no thoughts right now. Or at least we have many disheveled thoughts. Thank you for the resub. That's a sub for you. How are you doing, Kianse? Can we get a shout out for Kianse, please? Well, for Queer Queens. Queer_Queens. Because that is their Twitch channel that they stream on. Let's see. Kianse. You now have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 sub-summons. So you're 2 away from 2 circles. Meant right. I have no idea who these are. Right could be Rinka. I do see Rinka on the left. On the left? What the? Knows the Horn, another Fate alt. No idea who these two. This is a seasonal banner, so no Ascended. Not yet. Harmonic and Duo don't have much of a pattern anymore. They've broken it 4 times now. It's Rinka, maybe a Suzukaze alt. Maybe. Don't know who else captures the flames besides like Rinka and Tormod. Can they say something with the account they want me to shout out? Just type in queer_queens. Yeah, I'm lazy too. I usually just do the @ thing and then just autofills. It's all good. Streaming is on hiatus right now. Co-host is... Oh, okay. I should move. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Let me get back to this map here against Dark Eyes Chaos Defense. Again, what I can handle the Crom. I can handle the Dimitri. The problem is I want to lure... It's turn 5 already, guys. I want to lure the Catria away from the pots. Let's see. Well, if I...
We must end this.
Can Guinevere take out the Crom? Because if I move around to the right side, everyone that Catria would potentially go after
Are you certain?
would be on the right side.
Speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. There we go. Okay, but now I have to both kill them both and take out these pots. Can we do it, chat? We're on turn 6. I'm guessing it would be a Fate banner, another Corn alts. Why are there birds in the silhouette is my real question. Well, some people on Twitter think it's Mordecai, because that fits. You know, he would have a tail, like it shows. And then he would have birds around him, which makes sense. Let's see, someone else thinks Skrimir and Rinka. Why would that be Skrimir? Why would Skrimir have birds? Let's see, someone says, I can't actually come up with anything this time. All I can say is either the person on the left have a giant glove or have big hands, and it looks like they have a tail. New hero silhouette, just draw. Rinka. Right is definitely Rinka. Really? I don't see it. Oh no, I gotta scroll back down. Tail. Yes, we know there's a tail. All I see is a hand. If only Toma. No science, huh? Guessing Rinka's getting an alt here. Heroes on fire. We will get a new Sigurd alt. Oh, too soon. Same for Legend Sigurd in December. Please, no Sigurd alt. Skrimir, let's go. Do we really think it's Skrimir? Who would have a grass skirt? What is the theme? It does look like a grass skirt of some kind. Nyla? Caesar? Where do you see Caesar in this? So many things in this silhouette, I have no clue what that is. Titania? No. Oh. They're like, I'm a simple lady, I see a braid, I think it's Titania. Oh yeah, let me retweet this. There we go. Another now would be hilarious. If I had money, I'd bet a sub on right being Rinka. Again, I don't have enough, there's not enough there for me to dispute it. I just don't see it, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying it's not Rinka, I'm just saying like, I'm not definitively saying it's Rinka. If it's all Fates, then I'm guessing Rinka, Suzukaze, maybe Midori, and possibly Ryoma and Shiru. But, like, who would have the tail on the right side with birds?
I won't lose. We must end this.
I'm up next.
I will go.
Again, this is turn 6, so we've got to be efficient here in how we're doing this.
A new dawn. Very well.
My warmest
I
greetings.
think I can do it.
We must end this.
I think.
On the right foot.
Okay, so I can take out the Dimitri
here?
and the Katria.
Are you certain?
This game
A new dawn.
got both pots. Did it. It took like 3 tries, but we did it. Alright, now let's take a look at how we can comment on this defense here. That was a pretty good defense. It took some thinking. Definitely took some thinking. Alright, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I lost you. GG, thank you. Yeah, definitely took some tries there. So, okay, in case you guys haven't figured out that strategy. So, again, my strategy was to tank on the right side away from the Byleth and away from the Azura. Because, again, them being ranged and obviously Azura being a cav makes that side particularly dangerous against the team I had. I didn't want to be, like, right here or here. Because those particular spots, even though I could lure out the Dimitri, probably lure out the Chrom after he uses to change fate and all that, I'm in range of a dance Byleth, and I didn't want Hector to try and tank that. So I had to be here, which required that I lure out Dimitri on turn 1 or turn 3. Turn 5 would have been too late, so I had to do it on turn 3. I had to keep everyone out of range here. Obviously, Byleth was able to hit Guinevere here the first time. Excuse me. And then I think Chrom was able to go here and hit someone that was here, even though Hector was blocking here. Also, Sonic Frontier, should we discuss that? I haven't seen anything aside from maybe 5 seconds of gameplay. Maybe Kaze, or it could be possibly a Saizo wearing feathers. Yeah, we haven't gotten another Saizo in a while. Although I'm confused as Banner with Fate's Banner and Fate's Kids in the same month seems kind of strange. I mean, what if it's not Fate's Kids? Here on the right makes me think it's Malice or Rinka. I mean, okay, I'll say this. Of the right side, again, I don't have enough to definitively say it's Rinka or dispute that it's Rinka. I would say if I had to guess right now, I'd probably say Rinka. I mean, she's been kidnapped before, so not surprised. Remember Sonic CD? Oops, just dropped the box over here. What am I gonna do with all these Apple boxes? This is my MacBook Pro box. It's literally just at my feet right now. The hair on the right makes me already that. Okay, but anyway, so I had to lure out Dimitri here. Luckily, by keeping. So before I didn't break this structure, which meant I think. Was it Byleth hit it and then hit it again to break it and get all that set up? I broke it once for them, which means that they didn't have to spend time breaking it and they could move toward that right side. And then Hector, I think, what was it? Oh, because of, I think it was because of Chrom. Was it because of Chrom? Yeah, Hector moved down to the right here against my Hector, basically killed himself, which then I then was able to defeat the Byleth because he wasn't protected with Far Save anymore. So that was easy. I just had to make sure I kept Guinevere out of range of the Chrom and the Katria. And then then after that it was just a matter of luring Katria away from the pots, and then doing so long enough for me to get the pots. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kept Hector on the right side to take out the Dimitri, or at least tank the Dimitri. And then when Catria moved, because I figured Catria would move back to the left when I put Guinevere there. Guinevere was there as a means to try and take out the pots if I needed to use Regan to take out Catria, which that did end up being what happened. So it all worked out there. I will say I do think the pots are in a pretty good location. Would I maybe have spread them out, so you have one on the left, one on the right? Probably. I don't think your tactics room is doing much in its current position, so I don't know, maybe swap that in the fountain. Because I mean, if it's not doing anything anyway, or if it's, again, this is just for me, keep in mind, I mean, I don't know if it's like what teams you're going up against, and maybe the tactics room is actually working there, but yeah, maybe swap that and the fountain. I mean, you said it's not seeing a lot of people get the pots anyway, so maybe you don't even need to. But that just adds an extra layer, because then you not only do I have to go to the left side, I also have to go to the right side to get both. Let's see, makes sense. Big the Cat is going to make an appearance again in Sonic Frontiers. Agonizing over having one less sleeve than I need. Oh, buy one next month. Literally no one has managed to get the pots. Okay. So yeah, if you don't need to, then it should be okay. But yeah, that's just the strategy that I'm using here. Again, I don't have a Chaos team specifically built for Chaos Season yet, so I literally just threw anyone. This is literally the strategy that I started with when I started doing AR on stream. It's just, let's throw anyone in the team. Why not? But yeah, just kind of tanking on the right long enough for me to get into a good position where I can then snipe the Byleth and the Azura. Let's see what else. But again, yeah, it took me 3 tries here trying to figure it out. I had the strategy kind of like I kind of figured out what I wanted to do already in terms of like, okay, let's tank on the right, move people away from the pots on the left. I just had to figure out how to go about doing that. It's a rumor why he's going to be there again, since there's barely a lore in that game. Oh, for Sonic Frontiers? We don't know that yet. It's not out yet. Is it? Hey Dorolo, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you today? Welcome. Ads might be getting annoying though. Sonic CD is free on phone if you want to try it. Oh yeah. How many copies do I have Sonic CD now? I think I have it on my phone. I have it on Sonic Gems collection. I probably have it on something else that I can't really think of right now. Arvis and Julius use Fire, so it could be one of those. It could be. Never played Sonic CD, but at least I know her history thanks to lore from Sonic Adventure. She changed her hair by then, though. She kidnapped before. Yeah, you should play Sonic CD. It's like the real Sonic 2. Kind of. Not that Sonic 2 is a bad game. It's fantastic. But it's the real one, because it was made by Sonic Team in Japan. After like 10 minutes, finally found a spare card that has the right color one. Oh, nice. Looking at an article about it, it mentions Big the Cat. Wait, for Frontiers? Or Shadow the Hedgehog or Rouge? How's your weekend? Pretty good. Today was like a do-nothing day, which I kind of needed. I did want to stream earlier, but I was like, I'm a little tired. Okay, so I slept for 6 hours at first. I woke up at like 7 a.m. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to sleep. Then I woke up at 10 a.m. So I kind of got 9 hours like last night. Not in a row. And it wasn't the best 9 hours because I was a little congested. And I can tell I'm going to when I'm congested, because when it's hard to breathe, like if my nostrils are like stuffy and and I'm sleeping, I have very vivid dreams. I don't know why. I've looked this up online and I can't find anything like explaining as to why this is. But when I'm congested and I'm like, I guess I'm not taking in as much oxygen as I probably should be, I have very vivid dreams, like very vivid. Like it feels real. But then anyway, I woke up after the second part of my sleep, so the 3 hours, and I was like, all right, I got 9 hours of sleep total. I should be good. I take a shower, I go eat, yada yada yada. But then I'm like, I'm still tired, and I have kind of a small headache. I'm gonna take another nap. Slept even more, and now I'm like super well rested. Like I could have probably streamed maybe like a couple hours earlier, but I was like, I just want to rest for a bit. So yeah, we'll try and do a longer stream tomorrow and play some Xenoblade. But yeah, today was a much needed do-nothing day. Alright, if that's it, I'm gonna get some sleep since it's late where I am now. Bye, chat and sense. Alright, no worries, Dark Eye. Actually, let's see. Yeah, any other comments from chat? That's about the only way I catch a stream is if I stay up. Ah, okay. I mean, we'll try and stream a little earlier if we can in the future. It's just that with marching season right now, yeah, a lot of the, like, half the streams are gonna be late start streams. Like today is my last free Saturday for a while. The last free Saturday for a while. So like next week, next Saturday, guys. Again, it's our home competition, so we host a marching band competition. So we'll have rehearsal in the afternoon, but then afternoon and into the evening, I'll literally I'll just be hanging out until it's time for us to. What? Sorry, I didn't ask for anything. We'll literally just be like hanging out until we have to start warming up. So I will do another IRL stream from live atop the press box if you guys want to see some marching bands perform. There will be no VOD saved for that one though. So if you want to catch those marching bands, you got to watch it live, because you know, copyrighted music and stuff, or arrangements, I guess. Being made by Sonic Team isn't the determinant of quality. It would have been like 2 decades ago. Sonic CD was made like 3 decades ago. Yeah, Sonic CD was like 1992. I want to say. I know it sounds awful. Oh yeah, you're back in school. Yeah, back in school. Got no comments for this ARD. It's better than mine though. Yeah, this is a pretty good setup here. Again, we're just kind of looking for any kind of weaknesses and how I would go about it with my particular non-chaos team. And again, the strategy I saw this map. I saw the team setup. I was like, okay, how can I go about this with my team? Thought was using Hector on the right side, but keeping him away from the Byleth. Again, a danced Byleth would still be in range of something here or here. So I was like, okay, let's be careful, cautious. Let's lure out the Dimitri, try and lure everyone to the right, and then I'll carefully take them out systematically. Hopefully it'll delay it long enough for me to be able to get the pots on the left, which we were able to do, but it took 3 tries. But yeah, aside from that, I don't have much that I would really say needs changing with the team here. Like, it's a pretty good team makeup, actually. It's just that, again, the big threats seem like they're on the left side. At least for the team that I had, the left side seemed more threatening, so I was more willing to tackle the right side, because I know Hector can handle a Crom. Just have to be careful, because again, a Cav ranged dancer and a Byleth here are not going to be good for Hector, so. But yeah, that's all I have. I mean, like, you could put like one of the pots or something, like even in this back corner, just spread them out, make them harder to get to both. Let's see. There's more bad Sonic games nowadays. But right, we're talking about retro Sonic games. We're talking like Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 2 and Knuckles. Let's see here. If they can't make it a decent 3D game anymore, why should... Again, this is all 2D Sonic era still. We didn't get 3D Sonic games until Sonic R. Oh man, Sonic R. Good times. And then, okay, do you guys count Sonic 3D Blast as 3D? Or is it like 2D but in an isometric layout? Like, what do you guys count Sonic 3D Blast as? Either the Genesis version or the Saturn version. Because it's essentially the same game. I mean, Sonic bad games can't be bad, right? Wait, what? Looks like Sonic 06 except that. Looks like Shadow the Hedgehog except that. I got my copy of Shadow the Hedgehog signed by the director. I like Shadow 05. Simplupa Boom was even worse than 06. Boom was awful. I played the demo in front of the developers, and I told them I don't like this. Team Forces. Well, yeah, Boom was not made by Sonic Team. That was made by was it Big Red Button or something like that? So like, I don't even count Sonic Boom as like, yeah. What was the name? Can someone look up the name of the developer for Sonic Boom? I think it was like Big Red Button or something. Beat Forces in the last time, then the refund requirement for Steam and refund a game you've beaten. Forgot about Sonic Boom. The only Sonic Boom that I will acknowledge is the theme song from Sonic CD. Yeah, guys, Sonic CD had an animated theme song. Oh, can we watch it? Oh, we probably can't because it's got like copyrighted music. Guys, go on YouTube, search the Sonic CD like intro and ending, because there's actually a second animation, one for the beginning, one for the ending, where they have the song. It's like fully animated and all that stuff. Hate the story of Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, of course. Well, okay, I feel like I can see what they were trying to go for, and I can respect where it started out. But then they're like, spoiler alert, not that any of you are gonna bother playing it after this point anyway. But I feel like they were like, okay, we're using this game to explain the backstory of Shadow, you know, and this explain this big mystery that you were all wondering about. And then the part that I hated was they were like, all right, I'm speaking like Shadow's perspective here. All right, so that's my history. I'm gonna forget it all and like none of it matters now because I am who I am, and I'm gonna defeat you or whatever. Like none of it matters. All the story we just played doesn't matter to me anymore. Sonic Forces where Tails' personality got bad. It's like Sonic Help Me. Like what the heck's that got recount? He's always like Sonic. What are you talking about, Simplupa? Sonic Game in general. Colors is actually only actually good 3D Sonic Game in ages. What about Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2? He managed to FF3 remake. That was by a third party. Bernadette fan, welcome in. How are you doing today? Who cares what you don't like? Sonic Boom has a halfway decent show. I'm not gonna watch it. We can get past Knuckles' design. It has a few funny moments. Sonic 06 is my favorite Sonic game. Sonic CD mobile game has that song in game. You can listen to it there. Oh, there you go. Or just watch it on YouTube, guys. Shadow the Hedgehog is a perfect example of how not to do alternate endings. It's absolutely atrocious. Agreed. Well, it comes 3 ads. The only thing I dislike about Sonic 06 is, do you want me to say the disgusting kissing scene? Hey, she was voiced by Lacey Chabert, who I think is awesome. We should watch Mean Girls for a movie night. Her dad invented toaster strudel. 2 of them were 30 seconds. Yeah, but human kissing a hedgehog back to life. I mean, hey, they did it with frogs before. You know, if it's to save a life, you know, why not? I've never played 06 though. I have it for the PS3 because I thought at some point I might get a PS3. But no, I never got a PS3. So it's, I don't know if it's sealed. No, I think I opened it. Yeah, I got it at clearance. It was like $20, maybe less. Adventure and Adventure 2 are mid at best. They are fantastic. Excuse me. Especially the music. Without the Chow Garden to distract from how mid the games are, they probably wouldn't be enjoyed by anyone who tries them in the past decade. Sonic Adventure 2, I disagree. Sonic Adventure 1 is alright. It's pretty good, but it's alright. Yeah, that was weird. Nicky warn me next time there's a Lagos unit incoming. JK, hoping you're having a good night. Doing okay. Yeah, we don't know who these are. I've seen different predictions from people in chat and on Twitter. The most convincing one I can see so far is that it might be Mordecai, because one, the tail suggests that it's a cat Lagos of some kind. There's cats, there's tigers, there's lions. It's a cat Lagos of some kind, but the birds, the multiple birds, are the best argument for it being Mordecai. I don't think anyone in chat has agreed with the Mordecai guess, but I don't know. But the grass skirt, I don't know. And then the right side, I honestly don't know who it could be. A lot of people are saying Rinka, which again, I don't think there's enough to say either way, but if I had to guess, I would say Rinka. I can kind of see the braided hair that people are talking about, and I can see why someone was like, oh, Titania, maybe. But no. Let's see here. Princess from Sonic is absolutely a self-insert from devs who way into Sonic and nobody can convince me otherwise. I would love Sonic 06 better if they didn't add a kissing scene. Mordecai and Rigby. It can't be Mordecai. That unit has way too long hair for being Mordecai. What hair? Are you sure that's hair and not some kind of like outfit? I don't know. It seems too smooth to be hair. I remember enjoying Sonic Heroes on the PS2. I played it on the GameCube. So I got my... Okay, so I got the director of Sonic Adventure 2... well, was he the director of Adventure? I think he was the director of Adventure and Adventure 2, as well as Sonic Heroes, and Was he a director or just a level designer for Sonic or for Shadow the Hedgehog? Well, anyway, I got all 4 of those signed by the director there. But yeah, I put them all on the GameCube. Tried Adventure, and it was one of the worst experiences I've had with any games. With any game people said it's good. I enjoyed the game. What I did not enjoy, so like the game had like a hub, like you could go around the city and kind of just walk around and talk to people and things like that. The camera was atrocious in the hub. Like when you're barely moving, but you're moving fast enough to like, because you're Sonic, you know, you're moving fast, but you're not moving anywhere fast enough. So like the camera's just kind of like moving around with you, and compared to the open spaces where you can run around in the levels, like the actual stages, the city is kind of like restricted a bit, so the camera can't move around as easily. It was atrocious, and I literally got dizzy. Like I got headaches playing Sonic Adventure because of all the time I spent in the hub area. That's why I'd be like, oh, I gotta get to this. Let's get to the level. Let's get to the level. And then after a while, I'd be like, all right, I can't play anymore. I gotta put this down. That and so Sonic Adventure 1 and Kingdom Hearts 1 were the only games to give me headaches from the camera. The only thing that I was disappointed by was Star Fox 64 3D. I can't remember if I beat 64 3D. I might have. I know I bought it. Of the handheld Star Fox games, I know I beat Command, which was alright. It wasn't amazing, but it was alright. But yeah, no, Sonic Adventure 2 is way better. I spent so much time on that as a kid because I loved it so much. Again, if speedrunning was a thing that I knew of back then, I'd be like the best Sonic Adventure 2 speedrunner. Because like I knew every inch of those levels. I was super efficient in playing them. Of course, fixing glitch and bad gameplay. Uh-oh, Treeman shows up. Oh no, Simba talking about Sonic again. Someone said birds and silhouette before I saw it, and I was like so scared for another Micaiah alt. Her summer alt is already drained my orb stash. No, I saw the first thing I saw when I saw the silhouette was the tail. So like, all right, cat lagoos maybe. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. The first thing I saw was the giant hand, and then I saw the tail. I was like, okay, so cat lagoos of some kind. I didn't notice like I noticed the top left bird. Actually, I didn't see the left one and kind of. And noticed it before I read the Twitter comments, and then someone was like Mordecai, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I could see Mordecai. Left again, I've seen a lot of people say Rinka. I've seen other people make other predictions too, but I don't have enough to go either way on that one. So again, if I had to predict right now, I'd say the right is Rinka, but I wouldn't bet anything on it. But yeah, the hand is, I don't know. It's Iron Fist. Wait, Bernadette fan, what's up? Why are we angry? I'm atrocious? Why? What's going on? Frontiers? I'm a bad guy? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's too tall to be Micaiah. Yeah, it's not Micaiah. Like, not 1 second did I ever think this was going to be Micaiah. Camera's pretty bad in Sonic games in general. At least the 3D ones. They're bad when you're not moving fast. Like, especially in the Sonic and Shadow levels in Adventure 2, they're fantastic. Until you come to a screeching halt. And then the camera doesn't know what to do. Sonic Adventure's example. There's worse voice acting than POR, and that says a lot. I mean, a lot of early 3D games had bad voice acting. I don't exist. I'm not real. Wait, Bernadette fan, what's going on? Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 camera is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, I haven't finished it because of that. I barely played. I think I played maybe like half an hour of it. Maybe an hour. Maybe 2 or 3 attempts. But yeah, I don't want to play the rest of the Kingdom Hearts series until I play the first one. But I've been told that the 1.5 remake is a bit improved, maybe, possibly. What about Sonic and Peach fighting together? Hey, some of them in Adventure and Heroes era are not that bad. I'm playing too many Olympic tie-in games. Back, internet's not Pepe. Oh, welcome back, Leafy. We still haven't started Rabbit because we're looking at the silhouette, trying to figure out what's going on. Dean Bristow is the best voice actor. May him rest in... Wait, who? Just an illusion. And no, you're not an idiot, Bernadette Van. Wait, what's going on, Bernadette Van? Are you okay? If it's Mordecai, dude hasn't had a haircut in ages. I don't think that's his hair. I think he's wearing something. Now you make me want to have ideas for a team battle in Smash Bros. Guys don't like to mix things up when Simba's talking about Sonic. I kind of dislike Roger Craig since only in Smash Bros. Are we talking Sonic voice actors? Because like the Dreamcast era one. This is his name, Ryan Drummond. He was the best one. Well, that and Jaleel White. from the animated days. I missed this one. You're too slow. Come on, step it up. Jason Griffith was different, but he was all right. He's all right. I just wish they would pick a voice actor and stick with them at least until they decide I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna retire. You know, be consistent, and then like if they have to replace him after someone has been in the role for like decades, then sure, you know, we'll come around and accept it eventually. But all right, I think we're good with Dark Eyes map here. Blame CEO of Sega. I mean, Sega Sammy. I'm sorry. Wait, what's up, Brendan? Man? You okay? Let's see. Since they had problems not sticking the voice actor, I don't know. I don't know if the voice actor is leaving or if Sega's just like, we're gonna replace you. I'm pretty sure Ryan Drummond was let go because Jason Griffith was cast as the actor for the Sonic X anime, I think. And then they were like, oh, we want to be consistent, so we're going to have him do the games too. And then Ryan Drummond was let go. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But as for the rest of the changes, I don't know. I don't have any of the nostalgia for the early 3D games. I think Ocarina is massively overrated and it's arguably the worst 3D Zelda. Well, to be fair, I started on that one. But again, I don't have nostalgia for old games that much. Like a lot of people my age will have nostalgia for like the 2D era. Remember, I skipped the entire 16-bit generation, guys. So I don't have the same nostalgia for 2D or pixel graphics as a lot of people do. I do prefer, you know, 3D Zeldas, 3D Sonics, 3D Marios. That being said, I do like I don't feel the need to be like, oh, Ocarina is the best because it's the first one I played. I do think Ocarina is probably one of the best in terms of, like, if you're going to present someone who's new to the franchise, if you're going to be like, okay, we want to pick a game for you that's representative of the saga, of the franchise, of the series, and it's the most polished and I don't know what's a good way to describe it. Because, like, for example, I like Twilight Princess the best. I was gonna say best and I said most, and I was like boast. I like Twilight Princess. Like, it's my favorite. That being said, I would not suggest someone start on that because it's not very well paced. You got the wolf, stuff in the beginning where you have to search for the little orb things. Then you got the stuff at the end where it feels like the game was rushed at the end. Like, it just like goes from, you spend so much time in the first few dungeons and all that stuff, but then like the last few dungeons feel incredibly rushed. The game's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but again, I would not start someone off on Twilight Princess. I do think Ocarina of Time it's very well polished. The game is well paced. It's well balanced. I think it's a great place for people to start out on if they want to start out on an easily accessible game that's 3D. And now, if someone likes 2D better, I will actually recommend Link to the Past first. I think Mario 64 outside of the DS remake is borderline unplayable half the time. I think Mario 64 is pretty enjoyable. It has aged a bit, but I feel like it still holds up. But now, is it like Ocarina where I would recommend it as like the first game someone plays? No, probably not. But I think it's still enjoyable. Only game from that era that I have nostalgia blindness for is See, I don't think I have nostalgia blindness for a lot of things. I mean, yeah, there are a few that I might, but in general, like, again, I don't have any nostalgia for 2D games. Even though I did grow up in that area. I skipped the entire 16-bit I can't talk today. 16-bit generation because I didn't have a Genesis. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I wanted a Genesis. I asked my family, "Hey, can we get a Sega Nomad? Because then I can play Sonic on the go." But then my parents asked me and my siblings because we also got our own Christmas presents, but they always asked us what we wanted for like the big like family gift for for everyone. And I asked for the Sega Nomad. Obviously I was gonna try and play it myself like most of the time, but my siblings voted for the N64, which had just come out, and of course they outvoted me. So I was like, all right, I guess we're getting the N64. But even then, like I would play through like Mario 64 and Mario Kart and all that stuff. But even then, I didn't play the N64 enough to become like a real big Nintendo fan until I think it was maybe Smash Bros. A little bit. But even that I didn't get right away. I only wanted Smash Bros. After playing it at I think it was my dad's friend's kids. We were visiting them in New York because we were doing a family vacation of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, New York, Boston, Niagara Falls, basically that Eastern Seaboard kind of vacation. Yeah, we played Smash Bros. There. I was like, I didn't know this game existed, and now I want it. So we got it when we got back home. But I didn't get into Zelda until literally October 2000. I was mad at Sony because the impending PS2 launch had effectively killed the Dreamcast. At the time I was wanting a Dreamcast, but we hadn't gotten one yet. I was wanting a Dreamcast, but then the PS2, their impending launch, Sega was basically like, we're not even going to try to compete. We're exiting the console business. Goodbye. So I was like, I was mad at Sony. So I was like, okay, well, Nintendo, and which we had at N64, Nintendo just bumped up the release of Majora's Mask to coincide with the launch day of the PS2 to try and compete with them. So I was like, all right, well, let's go to Blockbuster and rent this new Zelda game. I've never played a Zelda before. So I rented it, I played a little bit of it, didn't get very far because, again, I didn't know what to do in a Zelda game. But I liked it enough that I was like, okay, well, let's get the one that everyone talks about, this Ocarina of Time. Played through that. Well, I played through the first half, and then I got to Adult Link. Actually, getting out of Castletown with all the re-dead, that didn't scare me so much as like when I got to the Forest Temple. You had wolves, creepy music, giant spiders, ghosts, darkness everywhere. I was like, nope. Turned off the N64, didn't touch it for half a year. Eventually, I was like, all right, let's print out some walkthroughs and get through this game. Because the walkthroughs, like, it was scary to go through the Forest Temple, not knowing where to go, just, exploring. But then walkthroughs kind of tell me, all right, just go in this direction, take it one room at a time. Let's see, that would have been cool. Did you know Steve Bloom was in a Dead Rising game? I did not. Ryan voices Sonic and Jason voices Shadow. Devil May Cry was an awesome PS2 game. Was it Wii? Was it? Wait, what happened? Excuse me. My love of FE8 isn't nostalgia, it's just me thinking Leon is an amazing character. Thinking the GBA era crit animations like Swordmasters are vastly superior to saying a quote and running at the enemy. Let's do what if questions again. Meant to say like Swordmaster Hector, Copter, and Zepiel. It's editing in the middle of comment and fat fingered it. And Twitter comments on the guesses. Would like to see what they say. Most of them were, again, a lot of them were Rinka. A lot of them actually on Twitter were like, I have no idea who these are. Another like good portion of the comments are just like, what is this giant hand? So like literally Twitter doesn't know either, at least last I was reading them. Games like Minish Cap and FE8 I didn't play until I was like 17 or 18. I think it's just amazing games. Any good relationship advice? I would not be the best person to ask about that, since what do I do every day? I just stream every day. So I'm not the best person to ask. If anyone in the chat wants to offer input, feel free. Yeah, Mordecai is where I saw or Mordecai is what I did see on Twitter. I was like, ooh, you know what? That makes sense. Let me scroll through more Twitter comments, actually. By the way, guys, if you haven't gotten in for Rival Domains, Cav leads, redeem the channel point redemption for Fate Brigade. We'll get you in. Cav, if you have a Cav, like a Bernadetta or something, let me know. I mean, if you didn't play Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry on PS2, you missed out on an amazing game. I have not played the Devil May Cry games, but I have played the first Bayonetta. We're going to be playing Bayonetta 2 hopefully this month, and Bayonetta 3 next month. They're not that long, so hopefully I'll be able to finish it in time. All right, I know we have some summer duels on the docket here, but we are going to try and do Rival Domains first, just to make sure we get that out of the way. Let's see, Boashock wants in for Rival Domains. Okay. Friend dies. Boashock wants Ur and Kyria. Alright, anyone else? just saying stuff. Kind of funny that I like Crash, but hate Dark Souls considering people like 5 years ago constantly compared the two. Wait, are they even comparable? I thought they were completely different games. Let's not forget the two SD. I literally just said, yeah, we're gonna hold off on that for a second because I want to make sure we get this out of the way and done. Hey, Dr. Gamester, how are you today? Can we get a shout out for Dr. Gamester, another fellow Fire Emblem fan? But yeah, guys, if you haven't done so, join for Rival Domains. Just redeem that channel point redemption for Fae Brigade. Alfinch, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How's everyone doing today? We're playing some Rival Domains. We're also looking at the silhouette that no one has any definitive idea who they are. Some people are saying the right is Rinka, which I can see. Am I willing to bet on it? No. Some people are saying the left is Mordecai, which maybe, possibly. But how are you doing today? Welcome in, everyone. Let's see. People are saying Crash is the Dark Souls of platformers. How so? What? Well, I played one Crash game and it was Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity. I've never played a Crash game. What's with this Cyber and fan? Do you want in for Rival Domains? It's Cat Week. Raid. Sebastian, welcome in. How are you doing today? Alfinch, welcome. Can we get a shout out for Alfinch as well? How was your stream? What were you playing? And again, if you guys want to join in for Rival Domains, let me know your leads using the channel point redemption, Fae Brigade, and we'll get you in. My main account is full in terms of the friends list, but if you're on the list already, we can add you in. But my iPad has plenty of space, so if you want to type an exclamation Fae, the third number is my iPad. You can add that one there. With movement type Cav. If you have a Cav Bernadetta fan, such as Bernadetta or Winter Bernadetta, or anyone you want, feel free. Because people are complaining about Crash being hard. I mean, lots of games are hard. Come on. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you want in for Rival Domains. After that, we got to do Hero's Journey, and I mean, I can do that on my own time too. Let's see. I think I think we're gonna do Thracia this week, this time around, because I think my last Hero's Journey. My last pair was Sigurd and Deirdre, so I think we'll do Leaf and Nana, or should we do Genealogy Gen 2? Only have Muriel. Oh, that's fine. Again, Cav Week is super easy. So again, and they don't have to be Cav. We'll take anyone. But yeah, redeem the channel point redemption, so I don't forget. Playing Fire Emblem Heroes. Nice. How'd it go? Didn't find Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity hard. It was a pretty short game though. Should do Ike and Gerald. I'm going in order. So like we did apparently 3 weeks ago, or not 3 weeks, but 3 times ago, we did Marth and Sita. Then we were like, okay, let's do the next one. So we did Alm and Selka. Then we did Sigurd and Deirdre. Should we do Genealogy Gen 2, or should we just go to the next game, which is Thracia? And then after that, we'll do Binding Blade and Blazing Blade and so on and so forth. But yeah, if you guys are here with the raid for the first time, welcome in. My name is Christian. I stream every day on this channel, mostly Fire Emblem, whether it's Fire Emblem Heroes or Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, or older Fire Emblem games. We do stream other Nintendo games from time to time, but I play mostly Fire Emblem because I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. You can see here, if I can pull it up, this is a picture of my collection from January 2018, which was already one of the biggest collections in the world, and because this picture was taken 4.5 years ago, my collection's grown to maybe about 6 or 7 times the size, based on the number of boxes, I'm guessing. Actually, it's probably bigger than that because I have not put everything in boxes yet, and I have more stuff in Japan that's still waiting to be shipped, and Korea. But yeah, we do stream other Nintendo games as well. We're currently going through a Xenoblade run. We're going to be playing a lot of other games from now through the end of next month. Let's see. Do you think I'm ready for a summer duel? All right, hold on. We gotta set up for Rival Domains first. Again, if you guys want in, let me know. Because I want to just make sure I get this out of the way, and then we can do summer duels before movie night. Movie night tonight, guys, is gonna be Avengers Endgame. So if you guys want to hang around for that, in our Discord, !Discord, if you want to join. So we'll be watching that. We usually try and do a movie night every week, but it's gonna be hard these coming months because of marching band season. For those that don't know, I am a teacher. I teach high school band and elementary general music. Let's see. Wild and Gerald's. I mean, I don't know why I typed what I liked, or why I typed Ike. Was around the same time as the gaming journalism was invalid because they suck at games debate. when people reviewing Cuphead couldn't beat the game's tutorial. I mean, it's Cuphead. That's not fair. Was something on the double special? Oh, nice. It was painful. Okay. Yeah, double special I almost never summon on. Just because I don't need to. But there have been instances in the past where like, okay, this is a unit I want. This is a good banner to pull on. So, thank you for the redeem there, Dr. Gamester. Hot Corn Dog, welcome in. Bro, did you know you can take squirrels from the park? No. The geese you can't because they actually fight back. Oh yeah. Don't mess with geese, guys. Yeah. Anyway, have a great stream, a great weekend. All right, thanks for the raid, buddy. I appreciate it, guys. If you haven't already done so, make sure you give Alphinch a follow. But yeah, appreciate the raid. Welcome in everyone from Alphinch's stream. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Again, we stream every day. This is day 1,409 in a row. Seems like a silhouette on the left is a slam dunk for Asker. I don't think so. I don't know. We just got Mythic Asker. Oh yeah, I remember IGN as an example. They said water's too wet for 3DS Pokemon game. They never do current book OCs for seasonals. Of course, Sonic is never good IGN. Hey. When I started the Tanuki, the journalist that I looked up to and like wanted to kind of replicate what they did, he was from IGN. Although that was back when IGN was much smaller. So like IGN was literally just a combination of 4 smaller sites that were of different things. So it was like one was like Nintendo, one was like PlayStation, one was Sega, and they combined their sites and made IGN out of it. And then I got to meet that journalist that I looked up to at my first E3. So I was like, whoa, it's Matt Casamassina. I should go say hi. Pretty sure I made a fool of myself. That's because I'm nervous. Maybe Freyr, now that I think about it, goat or cow. I'll be summoning on double special when Young Swordon's back. Enter Lysithea. Okay, let's get Lysithea in here. And let's see, got Ur and Curia. Let's see, Dr. Gamester has Muriel. Update friends. Muriel and Lysithea. Muriel is... Wait, what color is Muriel? Is she blue? I don't even... Oh, there you are. Gotcha. And then, let's see, red, blue. And then Lysithea's colorless, I know. I wish I had a Winter Lysithea. And then on the iPad... I don't know if I have you on the iPad. Again, you guys are free to add my iPad if you want, but if you don't have space, no worries. Totally understand. Don't think I have you on the iPad, but I do have the Lysithea. If you want to add me on the iPad, exclamation Faye. It's the 3rd number. Don't mess with seagulls because they'll steal your pizza. I believe it. I mean, Cuphead is difficult, yes, but you should really review a game, or should you really review a game if you can't beat its tutorial? I feel like that means you haven't played the game enough to completely review it. Just don't do a review if you can't really experience the game. I would say that in those cases, like they should have contacted the developer, like, hey, can I get a debug code to skip to other parts of the game? Because like if the game's too hard, that is a legitimate concern. But I do feel you should review the whole game before you do a review. Does that make sense? Like if the game's too hard for them, that's fine, but play the whole game. So like if they need to, okay, I can't beat this, but I'll skip ahead to the next part using a debug code or something. Dun, 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 dun. Seagull tried to steal my mom's pizza. Seagulls will eat anything, guys. At least they'll try to. Alright, let's take the silhouette and we're gonna put it up here for now. Real small. While I... Alright, anyone else for rival domains? Otherwise I'll start filling out this brigade with other people. Sounds like an accurate or some or few gaming journalism in a nutshell. Most of them back then. I mean, there were some pretty good ones. Again, I looked up to the early IGN Nintendo team. So like Matt Casamassina, Matt Bozon, Craig Harris. Yeah, I looked up to them, and again, when we were starting out the Tanuki, I was like, we should try to be like these guys, because they do things the right way, you know? Matt left a few years after that to work at Apple, actually. I don't know if he's still at Apple. Writing like game articles and stuff. I think, where did the others end up? I don't even know. I am Facebook friends with, I think, Craig Harris and Matt Cassimus. I don't know if, maybe I'm friends with Bozon? I don't remember. But yeah, I met Matt and Craig at E3. I think Matt was at my first E3. I think Craig might have been my second E3 in 2010. All right, anyone else? Last call for rival domains. Did anyone add me on my iPad? Let me check. For rival domains specifically. Who's Briggs? Is this anyone in chat? I don't know who Briggs is. Alright, no one else. I'm going to start filling this out so we can do this, and we'll do our summer duels, and then we'll do movie night. Avengers Endgame. Alright, so we want cabs. Not cabs, but that's another streamer you should follow. But we want cabs. Guess the iPad doesn't need to rotate. We haven't done a single one yet. Oh, you mean because of like the number of people? I guess yeah, we could bump them up like that, so we don't have to rotate. We'll put Bernadetta fans like Cynthia here, I guess. And then what we can do is we can just fill out the rest and don't have to rotate there. Actually, we don't have to rotate on any of them if we don't have more than 8, right? Unless we don't do well. Alright, let's do this. Let's put the Lysithia up there. And then, still putting 2 blues in a row. Well, what if we... Oh, I got an idea. Instead of putting Lysithia there... Hold on. Let's bump up these guys. There we go. So we don't have 2 blues in a row. And let's just fill out the rest. So I was going to try to watch movie night, but honestly, Endgame is way too long to watch like this. Sorry. Oh, it's fine. We don't need to rotate. Yeah, we don't need to rotate. Okay. Let's take some cabs, guys. Okay. Nisku. Doggo. Wait, why does it say Doggo gone? Are they not doing Fae anymore? Or they changed their account or what? Okay. So let's go. Let's get some greens. Green. Evan, KPB, Nanonator, and Hughes. All right, let's see here. Sleep has been really rough lately, more so than usual. Yeah, up until today, like my entire week has been like no sleep. Playing it's a waste of form on any of these current form. No, probably not. Not having caffeine is hard when you don't sleep. I may take Lynn if I can get a few more good skills, but I've mostly been ignoring hall forms. Just beat floor 11 like 5 minutes ago. Currently she has Deadeye and speed defense traits. I care more about just getting to level 25 and beating that just for the limited hero, or sorry, the limited codes, you know? Yeah, I care more about that than the former units right now. Usually, actually. Alright, let's see about the iPad. Cabs. Okay. Who's Erica's this? Who's Trevin? I don't know who this is. Whose Quan is this? Pikmin? I don't know who that is. Guess we're going flyers. I guess we're going infantry. All right. Tuki forgetting half of his friends. These people don't come back to stream. How am I supposed to know who they are? He says like no good fodder now that an exact copy of his weapon without the appearance is now on Marsha, who's a 3-star. So I haven't really been caring about ephemera this month since I already got Petra for the merge. Okay. Alright, chat. Are we ready to go? If you need to make any changes, just let me know and I'll make sure to update that each round. But yeah, we don't need to rotate if no one else joins. Alright, here we go. Predictions on the last two. I gotta make sure I turn off map animations just to make sure this goes faster. We'll still turn on the regular animations. Map animations. Alright, here we go. Let's see how we do. Alright, Silk doing like no damage there. And then for the summer duels, Polar you'll be first, and then Weeb you'll be second.
Don't dawdle.
Don't dawdle.
A gift. Be grateful.
Here's the Muriel. Hey, look, it's Samblupa's Roy. Let's see, everyone has like infinite reposition at this point unless you're new to the game. Fire Boost is one of the worst ace skills in the game, and Infantry Pulse is massively outclassed nowadays. It is on so many 4-star specials and multiple Grail units. Also putting these on, or as one of this month's options was really disappointing.
No need for mercy. Yeah.
Stand down.
You know, important reposition fodder. I got like 4 left. Yeah, I don't have much. I have maybe like a dozen. But again, I haven't been using them because I don't have much. So yeah, I have like a dozen or so. There's some ages where 5-star is a worse pick than a 4-star.
Don't dawdle. Have a pleasant eve.
Oh, by the way, guys, so OBS 28 is officially out now. I might try to switch to that, but I have to check again if the camera is not, like, Stream Deck now is compatible with the new OBS 28, but I'm pretty sure my camera is not. So I might try and mess with that tonight or tomorrow morning. If it doesn't work with my camera, I'll roll it back to 27 again, which is gonna take some time because I have to basically rebuild my stream again. I always rebuild the Stream Deck settings. But I might be in the market for a new camera. All right. Gonna edit here and I'll update in about. Let's give you guys about like. Does anyone need to update? Let me know so I can just wait. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds to respond. Otherwise, and if someone says yes, then I can wait a little bit longer and then I'll update when you're ready. But otherwise, we're gonna go because we don't have to rotate. Let's see. I have like 120 copies of repo and I've plus 10 multiple units with it. How the hell are you guys so low? We don't summon. But yeah, I'm probably not as low as we, but I don't have a ton. Again, I'm guessing probably around a dozen. I mean, I could check. Maybe I have a lot more than I think, but like if I search repo, it's gonna be units that I've given it to, but not necessarily the people that I can sacrifice to fodder. Started sending home repo units for feathers now? I never send things for feathers. I just turn them into combat manuals. Because the combat manuals, if you ever decide to use them, you can. If you want to send them home for feathers, you can. Did take a long break from this game, which I regretted because I missed Shinin. I mean, you'll get him. You'll get him. Something that I just need more feathers, and all of us have 999,999 feathers freshen. I mean, you have access to that many, probably. Which Shinin? And now I just have to hope that the Fey Gods give me form of Shinin. Base Shinin? Alright, we're gonna go. I'll update, but we're gonna go.
Now, Tharja.
Oop. Oh, guys, I dropped a frame. Oh my god.
No need for mercy. We're just that good.
Let's see. Wasting most of my feathers on Boyd and Marsha, Ilyana, and Samoancia. I feel like 4 base Shinin. Bro, 4 Shinins in this game doesn't even give me 1. You will get them. Put it in the general pool. Dropping a singularity frame. That's impressive coming from the guy who's had multiple streams at 1 FPS. Yeah, I love my new internet, guys. It's not amazing compared to like most people, but it's like so much better than my old internet. I love this new internet. Can't even imagine what people that have like amazing internet are like. Maybe it's like the ability to stream in 4K. I mean, I probably could stream in 4K, but again, the bit rate is not going to change, which means even though the resolution would be better, the quality would not be as crisp as I'm currently streaming at 720. Because again, 720 at, was it 5 kbps or not 5 kb? It's 5 megabits per second. Yeah. 720 at 5 megabits per second versus 4K at 5 megabits per second. There's a difference there. The resolution might be better at 4K, but then you're spreading resources thin. You used to have trash Wi-Fi, but now I got better Wi-Fi. I just keep it connected. But I mean, like, yeah, the Wi-Fi is better too. But yeah, I use a wired internet for my computer, at least when I'm here. All right, on to Lunatic. Let's do a prediction, because that's what we do. Start a prediction. Chat, you can get some channel points. All right, Lunatic, will we reach target score in the first try? It's Cav week, guys, so predict wisely. Let's edit. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds to let me know if you need to make a change, and then we're just going to update and go. Alright. Let's see. Remember the Bales? Oh, that was bad. FPS was so bad that it was generally hard to watch. No offense. No, yeah. That's why I wanted to wait in playing Bayonetta 2, because like I was like, well, we're gonna wait till you guys can actually watch it. Otherwise, what's the point? So we did 1 chapter in Bayonetta 2, and we're like, all right, we're gonna hold off on this. Wanted Astrid, but I had to choose between Astrid or Volk. Fair. Dun, dun. Yeah, and then I think that was the same reason why I wanted to hold off on Xenoblade Definitive Edition. Like, we played Future Connected because I was like, oh, this is new content. It might be relevant to future stuff coming out. Again, we'll see. 100% yes. You would watch a Bayonetta stream at like 10 frames per second. It was pretty bad. Actually, 10 is being generous. All right, chat, let's go. Let's update and go. Put 3 points in no, not just three, no, not 300, just 3, just to round my points down to the nearest 100. You earn channel points just by hanging out every 15 minutes. Just FYI. Alright guys, let's go. Let's see how we do. It is Cab week. The danger is that we might actually beat the map too quickly and not get enough bonus kills or the other camps. So that is a concern, but usually we're fine. And then we have Summer Duels with Polar and Weeb.
No need for mercy. A gift! Be grateful.
Bum, bum, bum. There's Leafy's Dimitri, and I think, is that, who's the sell up again? Was that, is that Weeb? When FPS is generous, honestly, it was like watching a blurry Flashpoint presentation with audio.
Don't dawdle.
Bernadetta's Lysithia there.
Have a pleasant eve.
Looks like that's
Can't wait
it.
to win those 3 points.
No need for mercy.
Ha! This is
Yeah,
for
see, I
you.
like the expanded picture you get on the iPad. But I play on my phone more because it's with me all the time.
I won't be deterred.
I mean, I could log into my main account on both, and then just play on the iPad when I'm on stream, and save the phone for when I'm like on the go. But then I would only have 2 accounts that I could play on stream. You know? I mean, I guess I don't have to have 3 accounts. It's just that I like having 3 accounts.
I shall protect all.
Like if I had another device.
Don't dawdle. Have a pleasant eve.
Yeah, because at this point I'm like I'm in too deep on 3 accounts that I can't really. Like if I had another device, I should drop my alt account. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I'm in too deep now. I don't want to drop any of them. I have a problem. I just want to keep building more decks despite not having the money or sleep to do so. 3 months since I touched it. I mean, I wish. So again, the new Macs, because they're M1 chips, which is basically the same architecture as iPhone and iPad, it can natively run iPhone and iPad apps. So like Fire Emblem Heroes can run natively on the Mac. However, Apple, because they want to respect the wishes of developers, they've given developers the opportunity to opt out of putting their apps on the Mac App Store. And Nintendo has apparently opted out of putting their apps available to play on Macs, which is, I mean, okay, so I get it in terms of like, oh, it's not, optimized for like the Mac experience of having a mouse or the screen aspect ratio, etc., etc., etc. And I get that, but at the same time, why wouldn't you want your apps selling orbs or other whatever if you're a different game, like your own, in-game currency or whatever? Why wouldn't you want to sell stuff on additional platforms? I mean, yeah, I get that mobile is obviously the big chunk of the pie, but I get it. So yeah, they've opted out, and we can't override that. Let's see, Ben, like 30 alts. All right, let's see what we did, guys. Did we reach the target score? We got all the camps, and yes, we did. So my iPad actually scored better. Nice job, guys. Let's do a prediction for Inferno. All right. Yes. So that'll take a moment here to get everyone their awards for that, but then I am going to start the next prediction. You might need to refresh or So you might have to close the reward notification on the previous one to see the new prediction on the new one here. So start prediction, already infernal, start prediction. So depending on your device or setup or whatever, you might not see the new prediction, which is now live. Go cast your prediction. You might need to close the notification of, hey, your rewards are going out for the first one now. Speaking of monetization of mobile games, Mario Kart Tour is apparently abandoning its gacha aspects in favor of just having people buy stuff outright. I mean, hey, it seems popular enough. So maybe their, gameplay data from players is just suggesting, hey, people aren't really utilizing the gacha system or don't like it, and we'll just have you buy it. Wonder if they will do the same if the whole ban loot boxes debate comes back into relevance. Maybe. No, Bazoos, welcome in. How you doing today? Would you like in for rival domains? Let me know. We'll get you in. We're about to do the infernal one, though, so it's the last one. And then after that, we're gonna do some battles real quick, and then we'll do a movie night. But it looks like it'll be a pretty late movie night. Sure. Who's your lead? I can't remember if you're on one of my accounts or both, but we'll get you in. Tatiana can implode on the first turn. All right, we'll get you in. So Tatiana then. Predictions are up, guys. If you want to predict if we'll make it, I think we will. So you're working on more Ash art. Oh, nice. Feel free to post in the art channel, guys, if you do some cool art to share. And if you post like the social media link to it, then we can share it on our own accounts and repost and retweet and stuff like that. If you post someone else's art, guys, again, make sure you please preferably post the... Don't just post the art. Post like the Twitter link to their art or the whatever platform they use, and then like retweet it through them so that way it goes to the original artist. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We're in sorted by. There you are. Okay, so let's see. Move some people around. All right. Tour feels weird though. It's apparently successful enough to survive, but basically everyone I know who's tried it seems to hate it. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't amazing to me. It wasn't awful. Because I went into it hearing like, oh, the controls are awful, blah 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 blah. So I tried it and I was like, it's not so bad. But I mean, it wasn't like as enjoyable as like I was like thinking to myself, why play this when I can play it on Switch? When I can play Mario Kart 8 on Switch, or even like 3DS. Makes me wonder if it's like Dragalia and the devs are trying to keep it alive despite it bleeding money. Is it bleeding money or is it making money? Oh, you mean Dragalia did. By the way, guys, we gotta figure out. Hey, Kaizen, what's because you tagged me on the ending date. What's the ending date again? I think it's like November, or am I wrong on that? Oh yeah. I was just saying that. Hey, Sleeps, welcome in. How are you doing today? We're doing movie night later. I don't know if anyone's coming though, so we'll see. But it's Avengers Endgame. But no, I saw that, Kaizen. I just can't remember off the top. I think it was November. But we got to pick a day, guys, and we're just doing like all Dragalia all day. Preferably after marching season ends, but we'll see. Marching season ends, I think, the 3rd week of October. I can look it up later. Maybe I should post a schedule of my marching season so you guys know when to expect late streams. Now that tour tracks are being added to 8 via DLC, it's even weirder. Yeah, like I don't even need to play Mario Kart Tour on mobile anymore. November 30th. Okay, so we could do it in November, but to be safe, I'd prefer to do it like late October, which is again, guys, our 4-year anniversary of streaming every day. Good. Just dealing with this hot day and taking it easy. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of places are going with heat waves right now, especially out west. Here, it's been a little warmer than usual, but not unbearably hot. I mean, too hot for me. Like, I don't want to be outside at all. But again, I just don't like the heat. Cause yeah, it's like mid to high 80s here lately. but it's also humid air because we're again right by the lake. The past days have been melting. Yeah, again, a lot of places are going through heat waves. We had like some super severe storms. Was it earlier in the week or last week? But they were super severe. Like it wasn't even on the national news how big the storms were in Chicago and like I think somewhere in Kentucky and it basically was just a long line of storms that just went through the middle and eastern U.S. A coworker and I yesterday had to help with a chalk event where students do chalk art. Ooh, why wouldn't you cancel that for like the heat or like reschedule it? We're out there for about 2 hours in the heat, and both of us almost melted while having to deal with students. I hope they were like providing water for everyone, because yeah, that's if I were in charge of that event, I would have just canceled it and rescheduled, because that's like a liability thing waiting to happen. You know, something happens to one of those people while they're while they're at your event. That is a liability issue right there. Better to reschedule than get sued. I mean, you can say like, "Oh, they wanted to come," but no. And you know, it's their responsibility to take care of themselves. No, people are dumb. People are dumb. So yeah. Adrian, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's been a bit. Has it? I can't keep a track of time anymore. I think everything just blurs together for me. How are you doing today, though? Can we get a shout out for Adrian? We're gonna do some rival domains here. I got Nobuzeus on the main. Are you on my iPad? Let me check. Let me sort by. It's just easier for me to find. I don't know if you're on the iPad. That's okay. All right, you are. So let's get you in. Let's see. Let's move some people around. Gonna bump these greens down. And put you here. Actually, we're gonna hold on. There we go. All right, let's update and go, guys. Because I mean, I haven't been here in a while. Okay. Well, hope you're doing well. Would you like in for rival domains? Let me know. Before the event thing, we had to run around looking for pop-up tents. We were like lunatics running around around campus for looking at. Yeah, see stuff like that. Like if it's like last minute setup to compensate for like the heat, I would have just like postponed it. But I mean, like I get if you didn't have that ability, but yeah. There you go. Thank you for the shout out, Kaizen. Wait a second. Weeb? No. Weeb? No. No. I will swap you out for this perfectly good, where'd they go? This person's self here. Ace Attorney, eh? Objection, yes. This is Lilypad. I can swap out for Lilypad's self right now, Weeb. Used to play Ace, but my streaming laptop died. Does anyone want to buy my old laptop? Is this Rivals? Is it capped? What do you mean capped? Capped? So we're doing Infernal mode. So if you want in, let me know your lead. We'll get you in here. Let's see. We were like ain't it hot, but teachers were like, this is for a bigger event that happened today, so we couldn't. I mean, that's still a bad idea. Wanted to implode. Thought I could sneak him in a change though. Okay. Update. It's a full day, and okay, that answers it. Let's see. Take my Ascended Celica, please. Okay. Ascended Celica. Let's see. I can't remember if you're on both, but let's check. We got it done. Got cupcakes after. I mean, as long as everything went okay. Again, it could have gone pretty worse. Three Houses Hilda. Don't feel like change. Oh, that's fine. Let's see. Salga. Thank you. Okay. Why don't I just search? Celica. Confirm. Is it this one? That's Explode, and here's Sleeps. Let's sneak you in for this Lyra here, or Lyre. And then we got a Kaizen. Let's just search. Just make it easy, guys. Make it easy. Hey, Sadie, thank you for the raid. I totally did not expect that. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? We're playing some Rival Domains and Fire Emblem Heroes. If you're here for the first time, my name is Christian. I stream every day on this channel. This is day 1,409 in a row. We're almost at 4 years in a row. I stream most Fire Emblem, whether it's Fire Emblem Heroes, Three Houses, Three Hopes, older Fire Emblem games, but we stream other Nintendo games too. But I stream a lot of Fire Emblem because I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. You can see here, this is a picture of my collection as of January 2018. Which already at the time was one of the biggest Fire Emblem collections in the world, and since then it's probably about 6 or 7 times bigger, maybe more. Who knows at this point? I'm trying to find out, but I can't take a bigger picture because I don't have the space right now. But we do play other Nintendo games from time to time. We're actually currently playing through Xenoblade 3. I got some other games lined up through this month and next month. Stanley Parable, Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3, Nier Automata, Persona 5, both of which, those last two, I'm going to be playing for the first time, because I've not played Persona 5 or any Persona before, and Nier Automata. So, Star Eclipse, welcome in. How are you doing today? Totally unexpected. Yes, I did not expect this at all. A good UV drop, but that requires playing a map. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see here. Oh, thank you for the collection link there. We must go assist. Oh, yeah, no worries, no worries. Have fun, have fun. Let's see. Oh, double raid. Kisaki, welcome in. How's it going? I was lurking in your stream, and now apparently I am lurking in my own stream twice over, because I'm still lurking in my stream from Sadie's stream, and I'm lurking in Kisaki's stream. So now on my computer there are 2 tabs open to my own stream. But welcome in, everyone. Thanks for joining in. If you're here for the first time, my name is Christian. I'm streaming Fire Emblem because I stream every day, 1,409 days in a row. But hope stream went well. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, if you haven't done so, make sure you go follow both our raiders tonight. I think Sadie was playing, was it Cult of the Lamb? Which I've heard a lot about because people have been playing it all over the place, but I have not tried it out myself or seen what it's all about. And then Kisaki was doing some music, so go follow both of them. Both fellow Fire Emblem fans as well, especially like Three Houses, Three Hopes, and all that. Nacho, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Her attack used to be 69, but then I switched to Life and Death 4 for attack speed, push skills. Okay. Have fun with dog. Yes, have fun with doggos. Guys, don't forget we have a pets channel on our Discord. To feel free to post photos of your pets. Let's see. Ninja Corn. Oh, did you change? Yeah, we can always. We'll just update. But I gotta get Kaizen's Hilda on here. If you guys want to join in for Rival Domains, let me know your lead. It's Cav week, but we'll take anyone. Is this your Hilda? There you are, and we'll squeeze you in here. Let me go up the ladder here and bump you into this spot. There we go. And then let's get both those. So Celica, I don't know if I have you guys on my iPad, but we'll check. Confirm. All right, Sleeps. I don't think I have you on the iPad, but if you want to add me, it's exclamation Faye. It's the 3rd number. And then let's get Kaizen in here as well. Hilda, confirm. And then we'll put you in for, let's just bump everyone else down here. For this Roy. All right. Let's see, and then Bernadette fan. Did you update? Let's see. To Corin. Yes, you did. Okay, we gotcha. Let's see, not bad. Infinite Loop struggled with Synthwave tonight, but got enough done. That's good, though. Aren't all streamers technically working in their own streams? You know, to monitor chat. Are we, though? I mean, I have a tab open to my, like, stream dashboard, I don't know if everyone does. I mean, they should. But yeah. But like I usually don't have like the video of it on. But yeah, right now I've got 2 tabs open to my own stream. Let's see. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing okay. Yeah, today was actually a big do nothing day for me. It wasn't a plan to do nothing day, but it was definitely a do nothing day. I got enough sleep today for once. Like these past 2 weeks, guys. For those that don't know, I'm a teacher, and it's the start of school the past 2 weeks. It's been rough. It's been rough. So yeah, today was definitely needed. Let's see here. What happened? Who, what, where? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Bojack. Thank you. When I streamed back in the days of old, I had my own stream open. Was I doing it wrong? I don't keep the stream open to like monitor like the video of it because I used to not have good enough internet to do that. At least not. It wasn't worth it. But yeah, I would lurk in other people's streams all the time. But yeah, I have the dashboard open, which I can see chat, so I guess technically I am lurking in my own stream, but yeah, now I have 2 tabs of video open. So let's lurk in some other channels. Not gonna tell you who they are yet, but let's go here and let's go here. All right. So I am once again lurking in 3 other streams besides my own. Let me go. All right. But yeah, the AirPod inside my big headphones, that's usually so that I can listen to another stream. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Does anyone else want in for rival domains? Let me know. If anyone added me on my iPad, I can check real quick if you did. But if not, that's okay too. And if anyone wants to join our Discord, !Discord for the link. We are doing a movie night tonight. It's a bit late, but we're gonna be watching Avengers Endgame. If no one shows up, I get that it's late, so I won't take offense. And we can just redo it another time, but we will try and start Avengers Endgame later tonight. Oops, we want to go here. Okay. So, but if no one else, because I don't think I heard anyone else mentioning wanting in, but we got Sleeps, we got Kaizen. I think we're good. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's go. But yeah, who else is here? Feel free to say hi. We don't bite usually.
Predicament.
We stream Fire Emblem, but we do stream other Nintendo games. I've had a lot of students ask me like, "Hey, do you stream PlayStation or Xbox? Do you stream Fortnite?" Can't believe Fortnite's still super popular. Like kids usually their attention span for games kind of ebbs and flows pretty often, but they're definitely loving Fortnite. So kind of nuts that I haven't streamed in over 3 years. Things went to hell with my computer right before 3 houses dropped. Planned on streaming Blue Lions back then. In retrospect, maybe it's a good thing given my opinion on Azure Moon nowadays. It's not the popular opinion. I mean, sometimes that's good for streaming. You know, share your honest opinions and give people a chance for discussion. Of course, be open to that discussion. And yeah, that could be a good thing actually. Yeah, guys. Oh. So for anyone that came in, I mentioned. I think I mentioned it in Sadie's Discord and chat. We got the Fire Emblem Heroes, and I think I mentioned it in Kisaki's stream as well, because Kisaki saw the picture. But yeah, we got the Fire Emblem Heroes 5th anniversary memorial box on Wednesday. We unboxed it. So it's the soundtrack, but it also comes with a whole bunch of other things. So the box is actually pretty big, and I ordered 3 of them. And the shipping box for all 3 of them was so big that I, on stream, crawled into the box and sat in it on stream. It was that big. We got the soundtrack. We got some art prints, and a frame for the art prints. We got a sticker book and a binder. It's actually a really nice binder. It's a 4-ring binder though, so I can't use it for anything else. Like, who uses a 4-ring binder? And then we got a Faith plushie, which is supposed to be like a smartphone holder, but it doesn't really work as a smartphone holder. Like, it falls over. It's like, what's the point? Or maybe my phone's too heavy. I do have a iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is because the Pro Max is stainless steel. The regular iPhones are aluminum, which are lighter. But yeah, this one's stainless steel and it's the bigger iPhone, so it's very heavy. Maybe that's why. There's 4-ring. Yeah, there's a 4-ring binder. I can show it to you guys after this this round here when we get set up. Polar, are you still here? We can do your Summoner Duel, and then I think Weeb's still here because they changed their lead again. Fortnite's original popularity boom isn't surprising. Yeah, I get that. But the fact that it stayed popular on like Among Us and Fall Guys is that they both blew up. After they both blew up is pretty unordinary. Yeah, again, it's quite surprising, especially among kids. I never liked it as the only shooter. I really liked his Metroid stuff, but I mean, clearly my tastes are not the norm. Still here? Okay. Polar, are you still here? Because if Polar's here, they're first. And then Weeb. But yeah, before that, we can show you guys real quick, because there is a 4-ring binder in this Fire Emblem Heroes Memorial box, so I can show you those. Where'd my gloves go? There they are. Is it time to change gloves yet? No, these are still pretty white. Usually I change them after a certain number of weeks or months, but I guess we haven't gotten as much Fame merch lately. Probably because of the summer. I don't get paid during the summer, so I had no money. Ooh, there goes the Muriel. That's Dr. Gamesters. Muriel there. Both Dr. Gamester and Nanonator, big fans of Muriel. I mean, I like Muriel, but there are other Awakening characters I also like. There's the Crom. That's Weebs. There goes the Tiki. Tiki. Nana. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do Heroes Journeys as well. We're gonna go probably go Leaf and Nana, unless anyone really thinks we should go 2nd gen for genealogy. Oh, if you guys just came in, I don't know if you guys are still here. It's a Chromie with using SD. Okay, I mostly like turn-based RPGs. Kind of surprised I've fallen in love with Tales of Arise and Berseria, considering they aren't turn-based. Oh, the Tales series is fantastic. And granted, I've only played the one game, and I don't remember if I finished it, but makes me wonder if I should try Final Fantasy VII Remake since I do own it. Yeah, if you guys are here from the raids, do maybe any of you have opinions on this? If I can, there we go. So we have new silhouettes coming for the Special Heroes banner. What is this? Trailer tomorrow, TT banner Monday, and then the Tempest Trials Special Heroes banner is on a Wednesday. So we have these silhouettes, and I have no idea who they are. Marianne won. Oh shoot! I didn't do my voting on it, guys. Damn it! No one reminded me. Well, that's a waste of orbs, or not flags. What a waste.
Corin's the coolest.
Pause you took? Wait, what pause? Played Vesperia because of time back when he streamed, and I thought it was good. Tried to Rise once I got PS5. Became one of my favorite games, only behind Persona 5 Royal. Self died, alright. Still got one more chance to kill Gatekeeper. Damn it, I don't even care anymore. I just wasted all my flags. That's a lot of flags. You're like, Marianne won, pause and said, oh shoot. I mean, yeah. I was like, wait a second. What are you talking about? Oh, Rolling Gauntlet. Oh shoot, I didn't use my flags. No one reminded me. Oh well, it's fine. It's not like I'm short on feathers. Still, it's annoying though. When you're waiting 8 hours for the final round and it's like, you miss it. Anyone AFK wants to eat? Welcome back, Simblupa. Alright, we made it, chat. We made it. Alright, so some of you guys get channel points. Alright. Alright, real quick before we do these summoner duels, Polar, last call, are you still here? Otherwise we'll do Weeb first, and then we can do Polar if they come back. I'll show you guys real quick the stuff that we got. Hey, yeah, 10 channel points, nice. Actually, I think you just got your 10 channel points back, that's all. It's meaningless who wins and who loses. Right, but I want the feathers. I'm not capped on feathers. Never building units. I'm not capped on feathers. I'm in need of some feathers, yeah. Alright, so let's show you guys what we got the other day. Fate plushie. Also, guys, this is what's called an external disk drive. I put CDs in here, so when I import the Fire Emblem Heroes soundtrack, it goes into my computer. I know you guys haven't seen one of these in a long time. But anyway, yeah, we got this Fire Emblem Heroes memorial box. It's ginormous. It's big. Soundtrack. Original soundtrack. Here's the binder. And again, it is a 4-ring binder. One, 2, 3, 4. And you open it by pinching this mechanism here. Bam. But yeah, these are stickers of all the Fire Emblem Hero sprites. All, like literally all of them, including like the generic enemies. Basically everything through like mid-book 6. Like it's got Ash, doesn't have Asker. Did it have Elm? Let me see. It's hard to flip through pages with gloves on. There's Ash. Yeah, I don't see Elm, so it just has Ash for now. But yeah, 4-ring binder. And they gave us a frame with art prints. So this is the art print that we put in there. It's even got like the Fire Emblem Heroes logo down here and then gold plate. But they also gave us the artwork for the first 6 books of Fire Emblem Heroes. So this is cool. Dun, dun. Let's see. Catch up on chat again. Of course, I get a Burger King ad. Do you guys prefer when names are localized, or would you rather have everyone be the initial translations? Localized most of the time. There are some localization choices that I'm like, really? But generally, I do like the localized versions. Eat this. Let me check out my CD player real quick. This ramen. God, my keyboard is broken as hell. Buy a new one. Had to flip it over so it would stop hitting enter on its own. Yeah, face stickers. G-Man. So we unboxed everything on Wednesday. So if you want to check out that VOD, make sure you do so. I will upload it to YouTube soon, but it's still on the Twitch VODs right now. Might need to change my screen. Protector. I was like screen prot. Let's see. Also, where'd you come from, Sleep Zone? They snuck up on you. Oh, Sleeps, did you see the bird? We have a bird here. It's ramen in the second sentence. Chicken burritos, honestly. Also, I snuck in. Gotta be honest, I might be a weeb, but I've never had ramen. But man, I had those ramen at somewhere in the Bay Area. Mark's being changed to Xander is something actually. Yeah, something like that, yeah. As Xander sounds way cooler. Yeah, for the most part, I do like the localizations, but there are some names that are just like, really? Like, it'd be really weird if we had a character named Aqua. So they went with Azura. Azura sounds fine, because it's based on Azure, which is also blue. But yeah, Sleeps, did you see the bird? We have a bird here. I don't know if you've seen this. I can't remember. Hey, remember your favorite Marianne? Well, she's there again. Yeah, she's in Boating Gauntlet. River's cut in half. She's not cut in half, but she does have a hole in her head. It's meant to be a smartphone holder, but it doesn't work because my phone is too heavy and just falls over. Flat, 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 flat. There are cases like Genshin where people got pissed at the VA for saying Tignari wrong, despite the VA saying they were forced to pronounce it that way as it's what they told him to do, as they wanted to localize the name even though it's still spelled the same. Is she winning? I haven't checked Fate yet. Yes. I mean, there's a character who's called Aqua in English, and she's a major character in Kingdom Hearts. Oh, in Kingdom Hearts, sure. Lurk, thank you for the Lurk Burns out of fan. Remove Faye's brain so she could become a phone holder. I mean, yeah. I wish they had like covered it up though, like so when it's not being a phone holder, because like it's very, like it's open like this. Like if it was like closed up a bit more when there's no phone in there, like that'd be fine. But the way it is now, I wish they would have put like a white flap. Flat. So, also, what's really weird, her wings, the front wing is sewn on. The back wing, it's velcroed on. Why is there a difference? I honestly don't know. Like maybe it's, yeah, a zipper to keep it closed or something like that, you know? Something to keep it closed or hidden. Because it just looks really weird if there's no phone in there. Like there's a gray spot, like a gray hole in her head. You know? Since this is my open copy, because I have like 2 sealed ones right now. Actually, I have, guys, so I ordered 3 from AmiAmi. I have 2 more coming in from Amazon. Like, where am I going to put these? These are gigantic boxes. Actually, you know those boxes I normally keep my stuff in? The small ones that I keep most of my stuff in? Too small for the memorial boxes. The medium boxes that I keep like most other big stuff in? Too small for the memorial boxes. So now I have to get more of these large boxes. These are ridiculously large. Like the only things I have in those large boxes are shoot, what even are in there large boxes? Let me check my cataloging app here. Okay, large boxes are the Super Groupies backpacks and the coats, because those are pretty big items. Your prom, I wish he won. Let's see. Someone in the chat says Marion won, but I don't know yet because results official until midnight. I mean, you can check now. Is she better? I mean, now that Faye added guns in 3 houses, added nukes, maybe someone shot Faye. Guys, I think you need a keyboard. A new one. It'd be hilarious, like a Revenge Against Gatekeeper from COL 5 reference. No, that'd be like if it was Marth versus Gatekeeper, which this is not that match. Yeah, I don't think it would have been possible, right? Didn't they match up everyone from the CYL from someone from last CYL? So it wouldn't... Well, no, I guess it could have been possible if Marth won, but they didn't, so... But as Kaizen says, voting gauntlets, you know... The way it's just organized is just not reliable. Also, thoughts on nukes being in a Fire Emblem game. I know some people hate that the Agarthans go against the general medieval aesthetic. But again, it makes sense though, because they've been kind of sealed away from everyone, so it makes sense that they might have advanced in technology in ways that the rest of the world didn't. Marianne didn't win. If Marianne didn't win, I don't know why I got victory feathers. Yeah. So yeah, you can tell now, Simplupa. It's just they don't announce it right away all the time, but you can tell. If they didn't put Martha Prom would have lost. No, again, voting gauntlet, it's really a crapshoot because the multipliers are like, yeah, it's just you can't really predict winners based on anything logical. Just find the dubstep city to be absolutely hilarious. I mean, yeah, again, it makes sense that they would have different technologies and architecture from the rest of the world. Now, do I think it would have gotten that advanced in the time since? That's maybe a little bit suspension of disbelief there, but I mean, the general idea makes sense. What's the upcoming banner? Ooh, we don't know, but we have silhouettes. Let's see if I can pull those up here. All right, poll or last call. Actually, I think the last one was the last call, but seriously, last call. But otherwise, we'll do our battle against Weeb first. But all right. So, do you guys have a thought on this silhouette here? Most people seem to see Rinka and Skrimir. I don't see Skrimir, like, at all. I could be wrong, but I really don't. I'll go with Freyr on the left. I don't see Freyr. Like, the tail and the birds make me think Mordecai, but I don't know. But even that one, as I say, Rinka, she randomly appeared on my home screen. Polygon. Each is a popularity contest where you win by losing. It's a broken mess of a mode that was majorly over-adjusted. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that initially they were like, oh, this clearly didn't work the way we intended it to, or it became boring that way, so we're going to change things up. And they've made a lot of changes early on, but I feel like they just left it alone since then. Fairwood of Horns, because obviously Korn and Kana. I also want to say Hell on the right, but that is a kind of fire thing on the right. I mean, I wouldn't bet on that being like something, because again, like with seasonals, they do things that are completely unrelated to the character. So, are there not horns there? I don't see horns. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna move this up here for a bit, and then we'll do our battle against Weeb, and you guys can continue deliberating on the silhouettes. So, alright. Weeb, you're up. This isn't Halloween banner yet. No, it's not Halloween yet. It's in the past this would have been like the Performing Arts banner or the Oshiden Festival banner, stuff like that.
I won't lose.
Question: is anyone coming to movie night? Because it is very late, and I don't want to postpone this to next week because I won't have time next week. So we could do a matinee tomorrow, like at noon. It's a replacement for Dancer Banner and last year's Yggdrasil Festival. So it really looks like a goat on the left. Does that look like a goat's tail? It looks like a cat tail to me. That really looks like a cat's tail. And the birds there, because you can see two birds. You can even ask Sleeps, because they're an expert. The two birds on there, it makes sense why some people suggested Mordecai. All right, let's see here.
Well, well.
Freyr's horns are massive. That's not one of the goats.
Yeah.
Bum bum ba-dum bum. It's a hook thing. I'm talking about the fluffy butt. That could be a point. But what kind of hook thing would... What? I don't know. I'm pretty convinced it's a tail.
Yes.
It's either gonna be Mordecai who went a decade without a haircut, or Skrimir. I don't think that's hair. I think he's like wearing like some kind of like cover or something. I don't know. Ba-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Maybe this way.
You have goat to be Kami. Bum, ba-dum, bum,
Yes.
ba-la-la.
Leave it to me. Over here? My orders?
No healers on your team. Looks goatish to me. It I don't see a goat. Do any goats have birds all over them? Maybe he's wearing the Flame Tribe headdress, since the generic enemy one is longer, but I don't know why he would be. Flame could be a theme. I mean, again, the description hints at a fire theme. Scroll up to it. Let's see. According to my sources, special heroes who fight with the passion of a raging flame will soon appear. So again, fire does seem to be a theme here.
I won't lose. Yeah.
Not seeing the there are literally birds. Hold on. Can I zoom in on this picture? Do you not see birds? Hold on. We have to open image in new tab. Okay. Right. There's one there. Do you see that bird? And then there's one like right there. How do you not see these? Dun, dun,
Ready.
dun. So there's one there, right by the tassel, and then there's one up top. You can even see a beak, not just the wing. You can see the beak and tail. Don't mess up your image just for me. No, but see the birds. Be the birds. Da-da-da-da. I don't know what to do. I need an
Over
actual
here?
SD team, guys. Okay, seeing that. Okay, good. Ba-da-da. We're screwed. Probably shouldn't have sacrificed the Erica. I have no other way to kill the Self. Not easily, at least. When I see birds, I think Micaiah. That's clearly not Micaiah. The left seems male. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be 100% on that, but I'm leaning towards the right side being male. May get going soon and still have meeting dinner. Okay. Yeah, is anyone coming to movie night at all? Because otherwise we can do... If we don't want to do it tonight, we can do it as a matinee tomorrow. But I was kind of hoping to do an early Xenoblade stream. Shoot. No idea what to do here, guys. Not tonight, but I can make it to matinee. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if no one's coming, again, because it is a long movie, and if it's 3 hours, that means I can't do anything on my computer while we're playing the movie. At least nothing that makes sounds.
Yeah.
Mordecai is slightly associated with the birds, I guess. His accessory is a bird's nest he wears in his head. Slightly associated with birds. Is there anyone else that would be so closely tied to like animals and birds? Like it's clearly not Marianne. Probably not Marianne. So I would guess Mordecai.
Yes.
Shoot.
Good morning.
Oh yeah, speaking of those small boxes that I keep my stuff in. So this small box here literally just only has an opened Ike box, that's all.
I won't lose.
What?
This range of the Self plus the Pathfinder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, just going to the gym lately, that's all. Okay. Clearly. It's more associated with forest animals in general than birds in particular. Right, but I mean, we're looking at silhouettes that don't show their feet, so I guess you're not going to be seeing ground-based animals like squirrels and stuff.
Out of my way.
At this point, we're basically just stalling. Should I just give up by surrendering to Weeb? I think there's no way I can win. I keep just, like, losing points. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Sleeps, are you still here? Sleeps might still be here, maybe? There's nothing I can do here. Look at this.
Maybe this
You can
way.
damage Crom a bit. Speaking of squirrels, I'm sad I never got to see them again. I'm never gonna get to see them. Why not? You might see them again. There's a Phineas and Ferb song called "Squirrels in My Pants." So it's a rap. So they're like SIMP, squirrels in my pants, because that's the initials of. That's the acronym. All right, Weeb. This is what happens when I don't have a summoning duel team. Amazing reach. That is ridiculous reach. Because Seliph with the Sigurd-like extra space plus Pathfinder is ridiculous. True, but I'm sleepy. Just dreaming no. GG. No, you did well. Well done. Well done. I did not do well. All right. Polar, are you here? I don't think they are. All right. Hawaii doesn't have squirrels, and it's highly illegal to bring any animal here not native to the islands. Native to the islands, to the island. Are you saying you're never going to venture off Hawaii ever again? I'm afraid Dimitri has a terrible refine. I'm quitting Fae and migrating to Arknights, FGO, and Tears of Demis. That is true. Hawaii is like a bunch of different animals. Oop, add done. Okay, welcome back, Leafy. Good chance Dimitri's refine is bad. Every non-beast DC refine has been bad, and unless you ask Felix, Dimitri isn't a beast. Right, let's see here. Hero's Journey. Hero's Journey. Okay. So we gotta select. We're probably gonna go Leaf and Nana. Question is which Leaf and Nana? Dun, 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 dun. Depends which one I have on my accounts here. If I have. Do I not have any Leaf on my iPad? We go with... Oops. Let's see. I guess Sleep's left. Dang. But I'm not going to be able to afford travel to the mainland. Coping and distracting myself with Tears of Themis. Guess I'll see him on Monday night or Tuesday in Kron stream. I mean, what if they come to my stream tomorrow? You should be here. Hawaii has a lot of fish and bird variety, but not many animals outside of that. How did rival domains go? Well, it's cab week, so they're pretty easy. So yeah, we made it all in the first try. Since I really don't count all the feral cats, as they don't know what type of cats they are. Nana. Oh, don't I have a legendary Nana on here? I do. I have 3 different types of Nana on my account. Okay, so this iPad does not have Leaf at all. Oh, he sleeps. I'm here just looking behind scenes. Lurking in the shadows. I was gonna ask you something. Now you can stop panicking. There you go. They're here. Do I seriously not have Nana on the iPad? How do you not have a weapon? Get rid of that one. I just noticed that Marion won, then get ready for a battle of time between Gatekeeper versus her. Then won't let you money. JK, I'm not panicking, guys. And get you a better one. How goes it? Oh, I spelled Leaf wrong. That's why. I was like, wait a second. Could have sworn I had some Leaf. Alright, we do have legendary. Do we have a Nana on here? Probably just base Nana. Well, no, we all have the TT Nana. So we'll go with that. She's not even fully leveled up. She has no weapon. Why does she have no weapon? Oh, she might be my special training healer. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, thank you for the posture. I can hydrate. Bow shock. Next month is my actual birthday. Nice. When's everyone's birthdays? I'm trying to start an argument. Switch Pro Controller versus GameCube controller, which is better? For what? I mean, I like both. But for what? Okay, really coping on Dimitri's are fine and distracting myself with a dating game that I dropped months ago. Okay, chat. These are our teams. Confirm. 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 Actually, does this one have... Actually, does have a weapon. Oh, it's base now? Oh, they're sleeping already. But not right now. We're gonna go in.
I will give it my all.
Guys, make sure you do at least one hero's battle or hero's journey battle, because then you get some orbs. Nope, nope, nope. We're turning off animation. Let's see here. November 4th, which means election day, is sometimes on my birthday. Nice. I think I got a friend whose birthday is on that day. I think Kristen, or is it AJ? It's either Kristen or AJ. One of them is on the 4th and one is on the 6th. I like it when games reach on. I do too. Yeah, I like to try and like screenshot or video capture or something. Like Pokemon does that. Animal Crossing does that. What else does? Fire Emblem Awakening. It's got her fine. Better check it out. Also, not gonna lie, Whispers. I played my fair share of those two. July 8th. Okay. Oh wait. When did Thor come out? Got my orbs.
Here we go.
Here we go. One more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Election day being on your birthday isn't a good thing. It means on your birthday everyone is just mad and arguing with each other. I mean, you know the January 6th riot or whatever? Insurgents. That was 2 days away from being on my birthday, so thank goodness it was not on my birthday. Instead, I share a birthday with Elvis Presley and Stephen Hawking.
Friends, I will not abandon you.
You can celebrate my birthday because it's mostly school breaks during that time. Nice. My day is off. My birthday is often during school. It's usually like the first week back from school. Obama was initially elected on my birthday, and everyone else spent it in a streaming match. It was miserable. October 7th, you're a Libra, right, Leafy? I mean, I don't do anything with like astrology, so. Only game characters that say happy birthday to you are Final Fates and Genshin Impact. They say happy birthday in Pokemon. They like throw a surprise party for you. I was like, for a split second, I was like, is my game broken? Why are the lights off in the Pokemon Center? And then surprise, happy birthday. So that was cool. Animal Crossing does that too. Also, I'm hearing Marianne 1. Yep. I'm a Scorpio. Don't believe in new horoscopes. I don't do anything with astrology.
Here we go.
One of my friends, my coworker's wife is really into astrology, and I'm like, I respect you otherwise, but whenever you post about Mercury being in retrograde, I'm like, I'm judging you so hard right now. Glad he won, but I prefer not to have my birthday focused on national politics. Politics are almost never fun. At least something like that's not going to last. Whereas, like, again, January 6th is forever going to be linked with that insurrection. Luckily, my birthday is January 8th. I'm such a bad person. Must be because I'm a Gemini.
Friends,
Astrology has nothing to do with any of this stuff. I like astrology-themed things, but I don't take it that seriously. When you say you don't take it that seriously, does that mean you take it somewhat seriously? Or a little seriously? Alright, if no one's coming to movie night tonight, then we can push it back to a Sunday matinee, which those are fun. The problem is not everyone's awake yet, so. Taurus. Oops, yeah, no worries. It's a fun thing, but always taken with a grain of salt. Ta-da. Let's say you're a bad person, maybe a questionable person, not bad. I was craving Japanese tempura, and let's block by the reply button. And karage when I was heading home on Friday. I could come to movie night if you want. I mean, like, you don't have to force yourself. It's not like, again, if I start now, it's going to be going until like 3:30, which honestly I would not like to be up that long. I'd like to use the weekends now to sleep and catch up on sleep. Because again, marching season is going to be rough. Because again, a lot of late nights. This means we have to start stream late, and then we have to go later than normal. But yeah, we can do a matinee if that's a little bit easier for everyone at this point, because then, yeah. Reason, but if we're gonna go by signs, I'm a Cancer. Me too. Pogma. My dad bought some chicken skin shots from KFC because the line was long in the restaurant that we ate Japanese food. Okay. I haven't gone to KFC in a long time. Usually if we get chicken, it's Popeyes now.
Friends, I will not abandon you.
Hey, did everyone finish buying all the stuff that they needed from the 3DS? Now that eShop cards don't work either. Credit cards don't work, eShop cards don't work, unless you combine your Switch Nintendo account with your Wii U and 3DS Nintendo Network ID. Like the fairy tale celestial spirits, which are based on the zodiac signs, are something I liked, but I don't think they'll tell you much about the person, since most of the stuff, when it's accurate, is almost always generic things that apply to... Yeah, exactly. Like, likely to experience sadness applies to everyone. Part of being an adult in the modern world is just being kind of sad all the time. Imagine if there was like a superhero for that. Kind of like the Hulk is always angry. Is anyone else? Okay, who else is watching She-Hulk? I know Kaizen's waiting, which for this particular series, I feel like that could be a perfectly fine way of watching it, just binging it all. But is anyone else watching She-Hulk week to week? Because I am loving it.
Here we go.
So far, I think my favorite is the second episode. Although the first one was pretty good. First one was actually really good, but the second one I feel like was like, all right, now we got all the intros out of the way. Let's kind of get into the details. I don't think Marvel related, so no. Is it good? I think it's fantastic. So again, the cool thing with Marvel is that they don't approach things like, oh, let's do superhero movies. They approach each of them like different genres, you know? And then they just happen to have superheroes as like the main character. So like Ant-Man is they make it like a heist movie. Captain America, it's like a, you know, at least the first Captain America was a like a period war movie. The later Captain America movies are more like these spy thrillers, or espionage kind of like conspiracy movies. And then Spider-Man, they did in the style of who's the director of like all those old like 80s, you know, coming of age movies? John Hughes or something like that. So they made it kind of like those, you know, Breakfast Club and those kinds of coming of age stories. She-Hulk is like they're doing it like a half-hour legal comedy, like a Ally McBeal kind of thing, or Legally Blonde kind of style. Ms. Marvel is kind of in that similar like similar to Spider-Man, like a coming of age kind of thing. But yeah, my niece wants to watch it, so I may just watch it with her before it's over. Okay. Also, I'm not available tomorrow and the next day because of the museum we have. And right, yeah, you mentioned that's cool though that you got that project. Actually, I loved how the first few Thor movies were, but I'm like the only person who actually liked Thor more when it wasn't a comedy-filled action movie. A lot of people are kind of not liking Thor: Love and Thunder. So I don't know. Have you seen it, Kaizen, yet? I do agree with the notion that I liked Ragnarok better than Love and Thunder, but I still did enjoy Love and Thunder. I just felt it was a little short.
Friends, I will not abandon you.
I had tonkatsu ramen and unlong. Wait, what? Tea? Well, yeah, my tea sets are coming in this month. They should be. I don't know the release date. I should probably check. Value Mall. Because they're coming through Tenso, so I have to wait till they get to Tenso and then they have them shipped out from Tenso. Let's see. Oh, they're apparently available for pickup already. Yeah, it says they come out September 2022. Hold on, translate the page. scheduled for September 2022. Yeah, so they should come out soon. Let's see, has there been any new announcements on merch coming up lately? Yeah, just the pop-up parade. Is the set of two... Okay, so they sell the pop-up parade figures in sets of 2. Is it any different, like, packaging-wise? The music just changed key. Let me catch up in chat here. Did you see? I did. But that's also a post-credit scene. Don't spoil. I remember watching Endgame because I promised my friend I would. I fell asleep a good 20 minutes. I mean, the time travel stuff does kind of slow down the pacing of the movie, but I thought it was fine. Seen Love and Thunder, I thought it was good. I liked it more than Ragnarok at least, but I wish they focused more on Jane coming to terms with things instead of all the humor. Had such a good setup for a more serious story with both Jane's situation and the villain. Yeah, again, I feel like it went too fast. They could have spread things out a bit more and spent some time with some stuff. I think the movie was just a bit too brisk in pace.
Here we go.
Also, can we get a shout out for Octa, please? Anyone? Let's see. Is there a particular Fire Emblem merch you would like to see be released? I want a replica of Leiren's medallion. Please, and thank you. But yes. Like, life-sized replica of Leiren's medallion. Tried to go in as blind as possible, refused to see the trailers at all. All I knew was Jane was back since the announcement had her actress hold a hammer. Once you spoiled me on the Zeus stuff, which is so... It's not that big a deal. It's in the trailers. Tanuki Ketchum in chat. Hello. Hi, Treatment. Welcome in. How are you doing today? But yes, I would absolutely love to see Leiren's medallion released, because they did all those, like, you know, replica, like the mini swords, and then they had the mini replica of the shield. One of the people who absolutely loved Eternals and the philosophical debate surrounding it, while everyone else says it's the worst thing in the MCU. Apparently, no, I don't think it's the worst thing. I think it's just different. I mean, inherently it's different. It's an ensemble movie. We haven't had a lot of those aside from the Avengers films. And then obviously we are going to have more ensemble movies from Marvel, you know, starting with Fantastic Four, and obviously we're going to have X-Men at some point. Hopefully with X-Men they'll build it up, though, because I hear they're going to, like, sprinkle X-Men here, like different X-Men in different projects, and then eventually there will be, I don't know if any of them will get solo projects. I mean, I hope some of them do, but I don't think all of them will. And then supposedly they'll all come together at some point for an X-Men movie. There were rumors going around that they would call it the Mutants, which is actually, I think, what they were originally called, like in terms of, like, the comic run, in the comics, to kind of differentiate it from Fox's X-Men. So I think I heard that the initial movies will be called, or the initial movie will be called The Mutants, and then later on it'll be called X-Men or whatever. But we'll see. I'd be fine either way. I do wish they didn't give up on Inhumans, though. I mean, I get that Ms. Marvel, they initially intended for her to be a mutant, but couldn't, or at least the fact that Fox had the movie rights and Marvel was like, oh, we don't want them to have another character, so we're not going to make her a mutant. Druig is Druig is generally such an interesting character to me. I mean, he was interesting, but again, just because, I mean, he did have a bit of an attitude, which maybe not like the character, but I mean, yes, he is an interesting character. I found Makari the most interesting because, well, for one, they changed Makari's gender, but she really works pretty well in the movie. Like previously, like Marvel was like, oh yeah, speedsters are too overpowered, so we can't really do them in the movies. So that's why we killed off Quicksilver. But she worked fine. She worked great, actually. She was probably my favorite character from the Eternals. Do you think Eternals would have been probably better as a 2 to 3 season show to allow even further exploration of the Eternals and their effects throughout history? Probably, yeah, but then you probably couldn't get as you know, big a cast or as big names of a cast as they did. Maybe spoil us to people that haven't watched Loki, but I saw a scene where Loki found Infinity Stones.
I will give it my all.
Alright, are we back yet? I don't know if we're back yet. Like, I kind of think Druig is right. Oh no, he definitely has some good points. He just has an attitude issue that I don't like. He can save people and stop atrocities. Why shouldn't he do it? Remind me, and I'll talk to you more about it. Probably around Christmas or early next year. You'll understand why then. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, what were you saying about Loki scene in particular about the stones? Oh, because, okay, so the TVA exists outside of, like, time. So things like the power of the Infinity Stones, they don't work there. So when they go off into, like, to basically cut off the branches of, what are they called again? Where they branch off and they're not supposed to. When they go and basically like, stop these branch timelines, very often, part of the reason why they're branching off where they're not supposed to is because of the intervention of an Infinity Stone. So they confiscate them and they cut off that branch, which means the regular branch still has their Infinity Stones, but now this orphaned branch timeline no longer has the need for this Infinity Stone. So they confiscate it and they just throw it in a desk drawer somewhere where they don't do anything. But yeah, it's because it exists outside of the normal timeline.
Friends, I will not abandon you.
Basically, the Infinity Stones are like glorified paper. Yeah. Also, the fact that they're calling Phase 4 through 6 the Multiverse Saga, because like 1, 2, 3 was the Infinity Saga. Does that mean we're gonna have to do like all this multiverse stuff, the entire Phase 4, 5, and 6? Because, like, does that mean Fantastic Four is going to be a multiverse movie? Like, are these all taking place outside of the MCU? Like, the core timeline? 616? Because I would really like it if the Fantastic Four were of the core timeline, and the X-Men were of the core timeline, even though they're going to do some explaining there. You know, I think Ant-Man is gonna die, and as the reason to set up the Young Avengers, like in the comics. I don't think for a while. I don't think they're going to kill off Ant-Man for a while. Because one, Paul Rudd's very popular. And two, he only just joined the MCU like 7 years ago. Which is crazy because we're going to be finishing a trilogy already for Ant-Man. And he'll have been in Civil War too. He'll have been in both Avengers 3 and 4. It's a shame they couldn't get Ant-Man and the Wasp into the MCU before Avengers 1, because wasn't it the Wasp who came up with the name Avengers? Not Tony Stark. Depends how many movies does he have. I mean, I don't know if... so Marvel stopped doing all these gigantic contracts that they used to. Like before, they used to lock people up for like 7 movies at a time, even if they didn't use them all, or most of them. But they used to lock them into these giant contracts, but they don't do that anymore. They do shorter contracts, and then they can decide, like in partnership with obviously the actor or actress, they can decide, do we want to do more? Like, you know, if there's a mutual desire to do more, then they'll do more. You know, I think Marvel, especially now, after having gone through like 20 plus movies, you know, they have a pretty good reputation, at least with actors. Maybe not so much with, you know, VFX artists. It depends how many movies. Oh, by the way, apparently they replaced. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everyone's aware of that. That's well documented. Well, like she found out when we all found out. It's gonna be Cassie's third actress. Like, it made sense to have a second actress because obviously you have a time skip. But yeah. I mean, granted, she had like one line in Endgame, but 2 scenes total. But one was just a non-speaking scene. It was just them hugging.
For the future.
But yeah, we'll do Endgame tomorrow as a matinee. Kaizen, what time do you wake up? For anyone in the western part of the U.S. Because I don't want to go too early. But I also don't want to go too late because I do want to start a stream. Do some Xenoblade. And then Faye tomorrow, we have the trailer. And we can about the summons. $5 p.m. your time? Jesus. Alright, you might miss the movie. Yeah, because I can't go super late because I have to go to work on Monday. Ugh. Alright, what are we looking for here? So let's spend a few of these. We can do 2 right now. Chat, pick a color. Oh, you guys can't see the third account. No one tells me when I gotta change things. Alright. But yeah, chat, pick a color. Like, I'd assume usually an actor feels like once they have a role in the MCU, they'll have it for future appearances of the characters. And with a character like Cassie, she was always going to have a bigger role later. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously there are some exceptions, like, you know, Edward Norton or what's his face who played Grody initially. Terrence something. Why are B and N next to each other on the keyboard? That was almost a disaster. What? Dun, 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 dun. Alright. No one's gonna pick, I'm gonna pick black. Sand and sea. Is this new? Is this the new one? We got the new one right away. The pair spent the day at the beach engrossed in the art of sculpting sand. Oh, that looks like they hit each other there, but okay. Ooh, 4-star. They sculpted a majestic sandcastle, admirable work, and very satisfying. It must be the new one. I haven't seen this one before. Sand and sea. Nice. Okay. One more. I'm gonna go green. Meal preparations. Alright, we've seen it. Some of these on the alts, camping comforts. Bum, bum, bum. We'll just do a couple more of these on the iPad, and I think we'll wrap up for today. Some downpour. Alright, we start looking for people to raid. It's a Christmas one. Guys, Christmas is coming soon enough. Wants to bet that Skrimir and Mordecai is the free unit in 4-star? I don't know. Maybe. I could see it. So I'm not gonna take that bet. Not a lot of Fire Emblem. Let me check. We haven't looked for new people in a while. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Let's see. Neither has much of a fan base, if any. How I've seen more people dislike Skrimir than like him. Oh no, I can totally see that. I can totally see that. Let's see. But yeah, I could totally see them being a TT unit. Forget about the Thief Banner duo, so it will be harmonic this time. Okay, so harmonic. I'm the only person streaming Faye right now. Cool. Well, then... Not necessarily, they've broken the pattern like 4 times now. That's true, they have broken the pattern. Alright guys. Copy the subrate command. If you don't have the Hill the Bonk emote, you can use your channel points. Or hit that sub button, help support the stream, get some cool Fire Emblem notes, and get access to our sub-only chat in Discord. To be fair, it's late, it's past midnight for me. Right, but usually there's like a lot of people playing Faye, even if they're not big streamers. But anyway, here's the regular raid command. Here is the Discord link. You should join. We're doing a movie day tomorrow, I guess. And here is the social media links. And then alright, there you guys. We're gonna go over to Nikki, who's playing some Lost Ark. You guys go say hi. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm gonna hydrate too. There's still a lot of ice in here. Alright, but you guys go say hi to Nikki. I'm out. Have a good rest of your night. And I mean, I'll hang out in the chat for a while for Nikki's stream. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, movie will be early. Kaizen probably will be asleep. But probably early afternoon. I'll have to play Smash Bros. DLC. Which one? But simply, but join us for the raid. Use your channel points, which you should have enough to get the Hildebonk emote, and then you can use that Hildebonk emote to join us for the raid. We're gonna go say hi to Nikki. Sounds good? Yeah, it'll probably be like, so for those that don't know, I'm on Central Time, but it'll probably be like early afternoon. Have fun playing Sonic DLC Pack 1. Oh, like the Fighter Pass? Alright, well anyway, I'm out. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out today. We'll see you tomorrow for Xenoblade and Faye and Avengers. Bye, guys.